Well, I'm glad I did the electric car thing, but I will not go back to one. Not until they force me. So, yeah, that's it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Well, technically, you had a power supply out in the driveway if you needed it, if you had the adapters to hook it to, plug stuff
I
in
did,
anyway.
yeah. I had the 4-plug adapter as well and stuff like that, and that's probably the biggest benefit of it. The range was terrible. The how much it's affected by weather was terrible, and to be honest, the infrastructure over here, even though it's new infrastructure, all these EV charging points was already dilapidated. Like you'd go to one and there'd be one working out of 4, and there'll be a queue of 3 cars waiting for it. Somebody will put the car on charge and go shopping for 6 hours, even though it's fully charged. You can't unhook it because they're plugged in. It's just ridiculous. Good parking spaces, though. They have the best parking spaces, electric cars.
Sure. That's where you have to go. Guys have you can go to Amazon or Temu and buy a false charging station plug port. And you mount it on your vehicle like a regular gas-powered vehicle. So you pull into a charging station thing because they get free parking. You just grab the cable and plug it into a plug that doesn't do anything and go shopping. Yeah, people come out to hear you start the engine and like, that's not an electric vehicle. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
It's got a plug-in hybrid. It's a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, it's a plug-in hybrid. That's it. No, it's not. Jeep doesn't make that. It's a Wrangler. It's like, oh, it's custom. Okay.
I mean, the Chevy Volts were gasoline-electric plug-in hybrids.
Yeah, I think that would be the only way I'd like to go, a diesel hybrid possibly, but it was just the experience now of being able to fill my tank and actually get from one side of the country to the other without having to charge it 3.5 times.
Yeah. There is that. And you can run the heat and really not affect your fuel economy or your electric range.
And you try stopping at I don't know what you have if you have the same sort of service stations over there, like where on the highways where you get the fuel and it's got all the overpriced shops there and stuff like that. You try stopping there for 45 minutes with 3 kids in the car and not spending a fortune.
That's a lot of the convenience stores right now. We have one called Sheetz, SHEETZ, and most of them have charging stations. Most of them have a walking path right near it. So while you're charging, you can take your little man bun self for a walk and go walk a mile while your car is charging. Yeah. And then these convenience stores have little sit-in dining areas and that you can buy your crappy hot dog and sit down and eat a hot dog while you're waiting for your car to charge with your 4 kids and your F-150 Lightning that has a 100-mile range now because you're towing a camper and 18 tons of crap.
Yeah, it's too bad they haven't developed jerry cans that are full of battery charging.
Yeah, full of. Can I borrow a gallon of electric, please?
You joke, but if you think about like the small cans that people have in their cars that puts about £10 or $20 worth of fuel in just to get them to somewhere to fill up, I carried a 2-kilowatt power bank. So it would take a while, but that would give me enough charge to get 20 miles. So that was my emergency fuel can in the back.
Why don't you just buy one of those little portable generators, keep it in the trunk, and plug your car in while you're driving?
He's going to get an old dynamo and get the kids cycling to charge it up.
There you go.
I seen a video, or not a video, but I seen an image one with a little caption, it's like, this is what the Tesla car is going to look like in a few years. And it showed us Tesla pulling one of those mobile diesel generators and it's plugged in.
Oh, yeah. Where are you going? California. It'll only cost me 2 tanks of fuel. How big's your tank? 90 gallons.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a huge tank.
Yeah, well, for those portable Ingersoll Rand portable generator stations on a double axle, yeah, that'll get you there.
What was the actual topic tonight, by the way? I completely missed it.
Greenhouses, Wallapeenies, and then whatever we feel like talking about.
What's a Wallapeenie?
Earth-sheltered, cold-frame Wallapeenie greenhouse design.
A Wallapeenie is like
Wallapeenie
greenhouse.
sounds like somebody's bred tiny wallabies to sell to rich people.
Exactly. It's a greenhouse that's buried like 6 or 8 feet or 1.5 or 2 in the ground. So you maintain temperature due to the earth.
Ah, right. Okay. So it's
And
like,
you can grow a lot year round. And yeah, they're cool. I mean, they're slick if you
Shadow-
have the place
All
to
right,
do
you
it.
have a
Put
link
one
in
of
the
those up.
private chat to
I was going to say, just
Golden
put
Gardener
put up on the screen.
Wallapini.
oh yeah, it looks like somebody's roofs fell off her house.
Yes.
I got you. Yeah.
Those are really practical.
Somebody
Yeah,
should
you-
like build a set
Hey,
of like
John, good to
decorative.
see ya.
Somebody should build like a decorative set of legs that are sticking out on the side. You know,
Just squashed.
yeah, the Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
But it's a practical way to grow your veggies.
It's a it's
You know,
a
Wallapini.
it's something I like a lot more people need to start looking at because I've just recorded a video about food security in the UK. It's not out yet, but I've recorded it. I just need to finish editing. We all know that's fun. But there's there's food security in the UK is already like 50% of our food is already imported. The rest is grown, but it's the grown stuff that's at risk. And farmers this year have had the earliest harvest ever. They've all been like half yields, and some of it's not even good enough for animal feed, the quality of it, because of the droughts and stuff like that. But people don't realize they're going to the supermarket going, oh, well, everything's still full, so everything's fine. They don't realize how long that supply chain takes to get to, you know what I mean?
It's fine until tomorrow when you show up and there's nothing there. Or they never restocked and the vegetables are looking like crap. And yeah.
So it's going to be some interesting times as we approach winter. So I'm definitely doubling up on what I'm going to try and grow. Just finished putting solar panels on the top of my house. Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
All quiet then.
Yeah.
I'm literally seeing if my GoPro hooked back up so they can watch me put my. There we go. Is we on?
How's the gas price going over there, Dios?
They're steadily increasing.
Yeah, we had a spike when it all was first kicking off. Then it's dropped down, and now it's creeping back up again.
Yeah, it's creeping back up right now. I remember when diesel was over $5 a gallon over here, and I was just like, I don't know what the heck happened because we just got done. We were paying about $2.89 a gallon. Heck, I actually seen diesel as low as like I think $2.52 a gallon in the middle of wintertime, and all of a sudden, you know, this whole freaking Iran war kicked off. It's like, oh my God, we're paying COVID prices on diesel fuel, actually worse than COVID prices.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we had our gas on the East Coast here in PA went up to it was cracking around $4.25 and then hovering around $3.99. Today it's down to like $3.65 a gallon. That's a gallon. And like $3.65, I think, or $3.62 at a couple of the stores I go to. And I just filled up at like $3.69. So I'm like, whatever. I'm only down a quarter tank, but keep an eye on it. Once it looks like it's going to crack back up again, I top everything back off again just to make sure I'm ahead of it.
Yeah, try and keep the car full and stuff, but we're limited on how much we legally can store as well as extra. So,
well, you need to know how to get the fuel out of your car without using a siphon tube. So you go fill it up, you take it home, and there's a most of the older vehicles have what they call a Schrader valve. It's like a tire bicycle valve, tire valve on the fuel rail. And there was an adapter for checking fuel pressure, and I just need one of those that screws onto it, and you can literally run that tube down into a container and either just cycle the key on and off all the time or just start the engine. And you open a valve so it doesn't starve the engine out. The engine still runs, but you're just filling up your jug. And you just run back to the petrol store and fill up again. And your neighbors don't see, they think you're working under the hood. They don't see you running a tube down the gas tank and trying to suck it out with your mouth, and that's always a bad idea because you're not going to get a tube down there. They're siphon proof these days.
Yeah. I should actually check that on my car, really. That's probably something I should.
Not all of them have it. The newest ones don't. Semi-older ones do. And some of them are returnless fuel, where it has a pressure valve on the pump where it pumps it up and holds it at a certain pressure. Some of those still had it for checking. Man, just go online and check for your vehicle make model. Check how do I check my fuel pressure? And if your vehicle, either you need a computer, in which case you don't have a valve, or it has a port for a gauge. And if you have a port for a gauge, it's hooked right to the fuel line.
Right.
And you just need to get the gauge and the little tube, and there's a drain tube on the gauge with a little button you push it. So, because you don't want to unscrew that thing with 70 psi in there, you spit gas everywhere. And just hold the button down while it's running. Just fill your jug up. Takes a little bit, but
yeah,
nobody knows the better.
It feels like something I should check and try, and just in case I need it. It's a good idea. What's the legal limit? Says I'm not sure there is an official one on diesel.
How much fuel are you allowed to have?
Yeah,
if it's a diesel, chances are you may not have a fuel pressure port. You might, but it's probably not easy to hook to.
So petrol storage limits in the UK are up to 30 litres, no notification needed. 30 litres to 275 litres, you must notify your local petroleum enforcement authority in writing.
Petroleum enforcement? You have the gas police?
We have gas police, whose abbreviation is P.
Nice.
Over 175 litres, you are required to get a license.
Those guys are probably just an offshoot of the Facebook police, the FP. They just dropped the F and called it P. Stands for everything.
It does say, though, unlike petrol, there's no specific volume limit for storing diesel at home because it is less flammable, though you must store it responsibly to prevent environmental pollution. So,
is that what you have? You have a diesel?
Right. I have a diesel, yes. I might be all right. That's 2 water butts and a diesel tank. That's the next job.
Just don't show up to the petrol with like 8 diesel jugs. Just go like, one at a time. Each time you go, bring a jug and fill it up. They're like, "Oh, you get an extra?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm going on a long trip and I hate running out." Okay.
Just a trailer with one of those 1,000-liter containers on the back.
I did that for my trailer back when I bought my tractor back in 2000. And I had a 55-gallon oil drum. It had synthetic oil, and I got 99% of the oil out of it. I mounted it on my trailer on a pallet and took it down to the petrol and the gas station and filled it up with off-road diesel. I mean, it cost me $200, but it was a 55-gallon drum. I filled it up, took it out to the cabin. It's out there in my trailer with a manual pump, and I got 6 5-gallon jugs out there. And when I use, after I use like 10 gallons or so, or maybe a little more, I fill up a couple jugs, top that thing back off to keep the air out of it, and throw a little bit more stable in there, and I'm good to go. This stuff's been out there for like 3 years, and it's off-road diesel. It doesn't have it's got the red dye in it, but stuff will never go bad. I mean, if you keep the air off of it, you don't get algae growth, you're good. I just don't suck it off the bottom of the tank.
It's you can have additives as well, right?
It's a diesel fuel stabilizer additive, winter fuel, stuff like that, heat, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of different stabilizers to my gasoline. I had Pri-G as my main, my main stabilizer. I had was it not ethanol, the octane boosters and the water absorbers, like the heat.
Yeah.
How many gallons is that? I'm not sure because it's different US gallons, I think.
Yeah, it's different.
It's usually 4.5, but
gallons.
I'm just going to check now. No, so okay, 1 US gallon equals 3.7 liters, whereas a UK imperial gallon is 4.5 liters.
Yeah,
it's
so 30 liters is about 9 gallons. Then is the answer to the question. Skookum Ranch.
Yes, prepper for the ages. Mark is making cowboy candy.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm not reading the screen. I'm just doing my thing here.
What the hell's cowboy candy? Somebody enlighten me.
It's jalapeno peppers with
Yep.
and it's bread and butter pickle brine, which is cider vinegar, sugar, mustard seed, celery seed, and turmeric. But you put jalapenos in it instead of cucumbers and onions, and they call it cowboy candy.
Nice.
It's good. I got half a bushel of jalapenos to do here. This is my first batch, and I'm only, I guess, 1/5 of the way done. I'll be doing this all night long because you can double the batch. I've done it, but you can't triple the batch in the pot here. It just doesn't work.
2 seconds. I'm going to put the light on.
Yeah. That looks good, Mark.
It smells awesome. You don't want to stick your nose too deep in there between the vinegar and the jalapeno odor. It'll make you cry. I do have a friend who, for him, this is sugar. He brought me 5 pounds of scorpion peppers and said, "Can you make cowboy candy out of this?" I'm like, "Sure." Let me get my respirator out. I made it, and I wouldn't taste it. I stuck my head in the pot to smell it. It took me 5 minutes to catch my breath. It was brutal. And I gave it to him. I was like, "Here." He opened a jar up, and he just starts eating it. He's like, "This is really good." I'm like, "Good for you." But he's like, "You want some?" I'm like, "No." I said, I like my taste buds intact where they are. It was just ridiculous. I'm like, "Yeah, there's something wrong with you, buddy." But he likes it. That's his thing. He did that one bite. He did that Dorito challenge where they had, one Dorito was like came in a coffin. He did that.
Oh, the hottest chip in the world one. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that online, and he literally put it in his mouth, and he had like 2 Budweisers sitting there ready to go, and he puts it in his mouth and he's chewing. He keeps opening his mouth. He's like, "How long do I need to chew this thing for?" And that was the one where Shaq took a bite of it, broke out in a sweat, about passed out. And it was funny. And he's like, "Okay, well, I'm swallowing." He's like, "Well, I'll save this beer for later because I really don't need it." And he let the camera run for a minute, just sat there, showed the inside of his mouth. He's like, "I swallowed it." He actually got upset. He's like, the very edge corner on on the chip was missing. I mean, we're talking the size of it was tiny. He's like, "Does this count? Because it's not the whole chip." But he checked the box. He's like, "It's not in the box." He's like, "I just want to make sure this counts." He did the whole thing. It was funny as shit. I think it's still on YouTube somewhere because he put it on YouTube. They wanted to put it on their channel on YouTube, and you could win a prize and whatever. He didn't win anything. He was like, "That was the stupidest challenge I ever did." So I make him cowboy candy instead. Actually, I call it Satan's ass candy, but that's another story.
That sounds like it'd make a good label in the shop.
Oh, it did. It was a great label for him. He's like, "I like that label." I'm like, "Yeah, well, it is because I won't eat it."
I didn't know they sold Dad's root beer over there, Mike.
They don't usually. So I got this and a couple of others given to me as a gift. So
I haven't had Dad's in years.
I'm enjoying it because it's rare we can get your sodas over here because we banned everything you put in them.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Oh, it's like my one friend. It's like my one friend. I used to send him Twinkies over there.
Oh, I love it. I love Twinkie. 2 things I can't get over here. You can get some, like you've got to go to the American candy shops that are in the malls that'll charge you what? Box of Lucky Charms was £17. So about $30. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had moon pies? You ever had moon pies?
Yes, I've had moon pies. We have something similar here, like wagon wheels, but they're thin. And we everything we've had candy wise in the UK over the last 10 years has suffered with shrinkflation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So like when we even 5-6 years ago, when an American friend of mine was over here, he was like having a full-on rant about the Oreos in the UK because our double stuffs are like your normal Oreos. So it's like the ones with our normal Oreos are wafer thin. There's like no cream in them,
Really?
next to nothing. Yeah. So we get shrinkflation on absolutely everything. He's from where's Reed? Reed's from Texas originally, but he's like, oh yeah, I found this shop that does all this American stuff, and he went there and spent about £100 and came out with one bag just to get stuff that was like home.
I have a store. It's a Mennonite store, Glenwood Farms, and these are Oreo wafers, but they're huge. These are for like ice cream sandwiches, but it's just the wafers, and it was like $2 for a bag of these. I mean, the ingredients, yeah, okay, I get it. But for me, for a snack, I love Oreos. The cream, it leaves a film in my mouth. I'd rather just eat the cookies, so I buy the cookies.
Yep. But yeah, it's everything over here is like smaller and not quite the same. So when I get an opportunity, Tootsie Rolls was the other one. I loved Tootsie Rolls. And one of my friends from Maryland used to send me them regular, but them care packages stopped. But you can get them over here, but they only sell the long single piece ones, not the bags of little ones. Yeah.
Yep.
And you cannot anywhere find a Tootsie Pop.
Really?
You can't find Tootsie Pops.
That's because it's nothing. It's a stick with high fructose corn syrup on it. That's why.
Yeah, well, this is why I love them.
I'm going for a short bathroom break.
All
I'll
right.
be back.
Oh, he's going to go and drop his own Tootsie Roll.
Start talking about Tootsie Rolls. Shadow's got to go poopy.
Yeah. It's all the bad ingredients is what makes everything taste great.
Yeah, exactly. But we
Not even
don't
close
get
to
me
healthy
wrong.
for you, but yeah.
This isn't just on candy either. It's like you guys would like see a fit. We've got Popeye's chicken over here now.
And you told us that.
I was so excited when it opened, and then
Tastes
I
like
tasted
crap.
it. I was no longer excited. That's
That's because it doesn't have all that Monsanto built into the wheat flour.
Give me the.
You're missing that
bad
glyphosate flavor.
Oh, my favorite place. There was a place in. I don't know if it's just based on the state or if it's across the whole country. It was called Luby's. And they did like
Lubies or
something like that,
Lubbis or something. Yeah, I've heard of it. I think that's Western or Southern.
Yeah, they
I
had
think I've heard of it, but I've
a
never
fried
been to
chicken with white gravy, and
Oh shit! Chicken Express does that.
well, they asked me how many pieces I want, and in my head, I'm thinking UK terms. You go to KFC, and a piece of chicken is this big. Yeah.
Jeez.
So they said, "How many do you want?" I'll have 6. And they looked at me, and I'm only 15-year-old at the time and a skinny kid, sort of thing. And he's like, "You sure?" Yeah, 6. Came. The plate was like this. There's a mountain of fried chicken.
The chicken breast alone weighed a half a pound. They're like, so basically, you want a chicken and a half. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was in heaven, but it was a bit more than I could eat. Yeah, it's that's my retirement plan. Travel the world, eat the food.
There you go. Just have the money to be able to do it with.
Yeah. Mike, why are you very tanned? Gardening, working outside, mate. Outdoor working. So it's not a tan. It's a burnt. This is as brown as I get, and then I'll be white again in a week.
So you're gonna be the next host for the How Bizarre Foods on TV, Mike. You said you're gonna travel the world. Foods.
It would be my retirement plan, but I wouldn't want to do a channel on it because I just want to enjoy it. Because I couldn't talk through eating half the meals I ate when I was over in the States. It'd just be me on camera going, "Oh yeah."
Except for
I know there's a market for that, but I'm not doing it.
I thought it wouldn't be so much. Oh yeah, it'd be a lot of like lip smacking or whatever.
Oh yeah, yep, that'll be it.
Maybe some grunts like some
which would piss me off even more because it'd be more successful than my current channel.
Yeah,
just because of weirdos.
What's the platform? Not TikTok, MySpace. What is it? Where you pay to be?
The OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah, you need your OnlyFans channel going there called Mike Eats.
Mike Eats. Yeah.
Mike doesn't talk. Mike just eats. and makes
Yeah.
grunting sounds.
Do you know what?
Give me.
As a social experiment, I should try it because it'd probably work.
Oh my God. For €5, Mike will eat cowboy candy. People are like, what's cowboy candy over there? I'd be like, what? Cowboy candy? Hey, Mark, give me the recipe. And I'll send you a jar.
What?
Oh, wait, no, I can't. But anyway.
Is it still in here? I've still got something somebody bought off my wish list, which I was supposed to eat on a live at some point, which is Satan's toe lollipop.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I've still got it. I've not eaten it yet. It's like 17 million Scoville rating. I just don't see. I get that people want to see me in pain, so you can stop asking. But I just can't see me video myself going dripping out the nose. It's just.
I can.
Yeah.
That's why you got to do it in your van in the morning where you have the one guy next to you. You have yourself talking to yourself. You're really going to do that? Yeah, I got to do this. Why are you going to do that? I have OnlyFans. You have OnlyFans? Yeah, I do. Okay, eat it. And then you eat it. And then the other guy's like, yeah, come on, dude, I can write the script for that one.
It's scary because we try and do YouTube videos to advise people, and you just know if you did something stupid like that, it would go better than all of the stuff you've put the effort into.
Which is why I did the Sofa Survivalist channel. I get literally I put it out Friday morning, that new video. I had 1,500 views in like an hour. I'm like, okay. I have I have 90 subscribers on that channel. My Chef Tech has like 60 and Magic Acres has like 20. I'm like, literally overnight, I had more subscribers on that than the other two combined. And I'm like, screw it. I had Steve helping me out doing stuff. So yeah, hopefully it'll grow. I don't know if it ever monetizes. Yeah, Steve and I will be having a chat about that one. Like, all right, buddy, give me your bank account, because I just do it for the fun of it.
That's
Steve's
right.
doing what?
They just demonetize you soon after anyway.
Yeah, well, if it's a joke channel making fun of preppers, yeah, they'll let that one go.
Honestly, I'm getting more and more annoyed at YouTube by the day. It's just they're now sending me emails of how I can make the most of my channel and with monetization, and I'm like, you're the ones that fucking banned me till October. Why are you advertising this to me?
Yeah.
Or like my case, they keep moving the goalpost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now you need 9,000 hours instead of 4,500 or something. Everybody's getting letters on that.
Yeah, well, like I said, it used to be. I think it was like 4,000 hours, and of course,
now it's
8,000. I was like just on the cusp, and at the time, I had just under 1,000 subs. So you need to have 1,000 subs. You needed to have at least 4,000 hours. I was just under the cusp for both. I finally got to 1,000 subs, and all of a sudden, my freaking watch time dropped to below 2,000 hours. I'm like,
yeah,
something's not making any sense.
Well, that's because YouTube makes better revenue off their own, and they won't admit it. All these we've all seen it. Your feed is loaded with all these brand new channels with all these great titles and things because the AI is doing it, and they're all AI. It's just there's no person talking, and if it is, it's very short-lived. You can tell it's AI, and it's all topics they're just stealing that everybody else is watching, so the AI is doing it. And they're putting their own up there because they make their own videos. They have their own thing. They hit their own likes. They get their own revenue. They keep all the money. So it's an internal thing. It's bullshit.
The problem is it's always a first to publish thing on YouTube as well. So if there's breaking news and you get the video out first, you're going to get higher hits. So if it's a topic, something on topic, they can produce and upload an AI video quicker than you can write, record, and edit and upload any video. So they're stealing that audience as well. By the time you get it out there, they've already watched 3 AI versions.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're making them. They don't want to pay you. It's a business. They're in it to make money. They pay as little as possible. That's like businesses themselves. Pay your people as little as possible to retain as much as possible, and there's your business model. Don't worry about longevity. We'll just train new people. They're easy to find. Everybody's looking for a job.
Well, yeah. Tell me about it. That's the state of the UK at the moment.
That's the state of everywhere right now.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are getting it even worse in some places, right? These data centers running towns dry because of water cooling and stuff like that. That's insane.
Oh, they're pushing back on them now. And how much data do we need? And what's the data for? Oh, that's right. It's to monitor us. Everybody's like, oh, everybody thinks it's data centers for your AI chat bot, chat GPT. No, it's not. That stuff takes up a friggin' very small room. Period. That's all it does. Yeah. These massive buildings are data storage and sorting, so they can track you and know what your normal routines are and profile you. Yeah, that's all it is.
Well, we're training AI now. You know, everything we're saying on here will be stored somewhere without our consent, because they just scrape all lives, all videos, stuff like that. And what they're scraping it for on AI training models might not necessarily be what we're talking about, but it's watching your kitchen, it's watching my mouth move, it's watching how it's training all of that.
Yeah, speaking of watching my kitchen, I just unplugged so I can go back outside for a minute.
That's why I got a little bit of a freeze frame moment.
Oh yeah.
And now we're advertising GoPro.
Yeah, whatever. On my screen, it's backwards. Is he backwards on your screen?
Yeah.
No, it's not backwards.
Oh, mine says GoPro backwards.
Other cameras are available. So.
Yeah. No, but it's funny you mention it because, like I said, they're building like these data centers. Like the one data center that I had got done delivering a crane to out in El Paso. El Paso, Texas is very, very, very arid. Like they do not get a whole lot of rain out there, and they're building these damn data centers out there. It's like, boy, they're gonna suck that ground moisture down real dry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, they built the ones down here. It was all over the news, at least around here, locally here, and a lot of the other country, in Loudoun County, Virginia, and I forget the town name, but when I was working down there, I mean, once every 6 months there was another data center going, and that started me. This was 10 years ago. I'm like, what is all with all these data centers going in? I knew what they were, and each one of them have like, I mean, if that place is, a half a mile long on one side, on both sides, it had like 8 cooling, like big cooling units, and to keep things cool. I'm like, oh, that would suck if something sprung a leak in one of those and they don't get cool. And then it turns out what happens is they require the electricity to be in a specific parameter, and they have these battery backups and diesel generators. And if the power should even blip for a millisecond, and it would damage everything, the AI is quick enough. It shuts off the outside power, turns on the instant batteries inside, and then fires up the diesel generators. What happens is when you got 9, 10, 15 data centers all on the same power feed, and that power blips, 9 of them go offline instantly. And I don't know if I know Steve knows what water hammer is. When you got water traveling through a pipe, if you shut that valve off that quick, you blow pipes. Well, in this case, when you shut the power off that quick,
you get a power surge.
You get a burst, and it blows up. It blows up people's refrigerators, computers. I mean, your power spikes in your house. And that actually, now I know what happened to my outdoor AC unit. I have something on it now to keep from doing it. Power went above, it's a 220 or 208 coming in my house. If it goes above 240 volts, it blew the motherboard out, which it did. And we didn't know why. And then the guy looked into it, is like, oh shit, this is now what we have to put on here. I was like, what does that do? He's like, it's a relay. He's like, it's just an AC unit. He's like, so if the power goes 41, it cuts the power. It just shuts it off. I was like, well, he's like, it'll save your board. I was like, good, because they're like $1,800 a pop, or were. Now they're more. So that's what happened. And that happened about the same time all this other stuff happened. I'm like, well, now I understand it. And people's computers would go out. Your refrigerators would surge. Weird things happen to electrical devices. And and that's what happens. So these things all shut off at once. It sends a power surge through the system. Like a hammer, it builds up and it goes backwards. And it's got to go someplace. And and then it trips breakers on the substations. That's really bad. So they're coming up with rules and laws where you can't just do this.
I mean, they must be greasing palms. You must have planning permission to build something like that, and they must be greasing somebody's hands to get that, because it's not even like they're creating jobs for that community.
No,
because
well,
like
that's the thing.
a
They
server farm
do
will
that.
employ like 1 or 2 people, 3 at the most.
Right.
It's just not
They
needed.
but they tell the public that they're like, this business will bring in. I'll tell you what time it'll bring in 200 jobs all at once. Yeah, all at once. Too bad these jobs are the contractors that are floating around the country building.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It
Yeah.
brings in the thousands upon thousands of jobs.
Yeah.
During the construction.
And they bought. Look at all the concrete they bought, the concrete and the steel, all this stuff they bought. Look at all the revenue they're generating, and it's gone. And then you have 3 people that work there, 4 if you count the security guard, 12 if you count the guard dogs, because a lot of them have dogs that run around outside. That's it. There's like 3 or 4 people that the parking lot's tiny. I mean, there's like never more than like 2 or 3 cars in the parking lot, maybe 5 if the supervisor shows up for the day. That's it. They just sit there and stare at computer screens all day long. That's all they do. And they didn't exactly put an ad in the paper saying, now hiring data center terminal controller, bottom level start. No, these people are trained elsewhere and brought in. So there are no new jobs. Not a one. No. Maybe the labor. That's about it.
Yeah, it's it's interesting to wonder where it's all going.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's,
anybody ever watch the movie The Matrix?
Well, it's. I mean, if you take out the AI taking over the world and stuff like that, and if it did like completely, it loved humans and it didn't want to exterminate us and stuff, it's still going to get to a point where we're all sat around going, well, what do we do now? They've got AIs driving the trucks, so the horses sat
AIs and robots doing everything for me.
Yeah.
I can just I can just sit around and get fat all day long.
Yeah, and is that would they have to introduce that universal income so everyone has
the
X
UBI,
amount of money?
universal basic income?
UBI. Yep.
Yeah, but then that money wouldn't actually have its value anymore either.
Yeah, it's like. Well,
but don't worry, Elon Musk, growing your beef for you. So here's your allotment of meat.
Yeah, well, Elon Musk said the best case scenario.
Green?
Yeah, the best case scenario is an abundance of services. So everything would be cheap anyway. So I don't know. It's funny because he did that interview and he said, well, what do people actually need? They just want to feed themselves and have somewhere to live and entertainment, right? That's all you need. I'm like, that's easy to say when you're a billionaire.
Say, I just want to sit around and watch movies and watch YouTube.
Yeah. But
it's interesting that they actually, on these news channels, they discuss, and it's sad that they did this for some kind of a mind that could understand it all. They discuss all the logistics involved. If the power goes out, the diesel generators run. If the power's out, they have enough diesel fuel in their tanks to run for 36 hours on each generator. And these things, like 8 or 10 generators. One of them has a power plant there that the neighbors are complaining about because it's noisy, all the turbines are spinning. But if that shuts off, and, if they're going to run out of diesel, the diesel trucks need the flow. What if the diesel trucks can't get there? Oh, they're going to lose all the data. Huh? Really? That's sad. Not really. But it's all the logistics on the news channel. I'm like, that mainstream. I'm like, okay, you guys are dumb, but whatever.
Brian May says everything will be subscription. Done a deep dive on it. Yeah, you didn't get your milk this week.
Yeah, he's not
cancelled
wrong.
your subscription.
Yeah. Sorry, you complained about you complained about no sun. We're not giving you any more vitamin D. Sorry.
Yes. Joe Pag, it will either go Star Trek or Skynet. That's like one extreme of the other.
Wait. Let's just call it Starnet or Skytrek.
Or Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm not sure the Star Trek. The only way Star Trek's utopia world works is if somebody invents an actual replicator. Because if you could create a cup of Earl Grey hot from nothing, then we don't need money anymore.
Just from this block of carbon they store in the back room somewhere, and a couple of sorted whatevers that the computer can just make it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice to have a replicator.
Perkins, your oxygen on subscription. If somebody could, they would.
Yeah. Tax you to breathe. Well, they're working on, you give off CO2 every time you exhale. So therefore,
they're kind of already trying to do that anyway.
Yep.
Carbon footprint and all that.
Oh yeah, you're overweight, so your carbon is higher. So therefore, we have to charge you a tax. But don't worry, you can buy carbon credits. Really? And where does this money go?
Nobody ever
the
sits
government's
down.
pockets.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody ever sits down and asks the question, okay, where does this money go? Like, how does this benefit the environment? Me having to pay a 10-cent bag tax to get a single-use grocery bag. You know, how does me paying extra money or paying a 5 or 10-cent bottle deposit or can deposit on each can, how does that help the environment? Where is this money going?
Show me the list.
Yeah,
my wife hates it when I say this. Show me the slot in the earth that this money is getting dropped into to fix it.
Yeah,
it's not. We have scientists working on it now. That's all they're ever doing. They're looking into it and working on it, but nothing ever comes of it. The only thing we ever get is more taxes.
Yeah, because if something comes of it, they're all out of a job, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like fix the homelessness crisis over there in California. It's a $2 billion industry a year, and they're getting all this money from donations from taxpayer. And like I said, they never fix the homelessness issue. In fact, the homelessness issue gets even worse year over year.
Now, if you could give like that same money to someone to put it into the right place, there'd be no homeless left, right? That amount of money, if it was going filtering straight down to them.
Bill Gates could solve world starvation with a stroke of a pen on a check. He could, but he won't. Why? Because there's no money in it.
Yeah. It's not profitable.
Or power. Yeah. Once you have all the money in the world, what else do you want? Power, control over people. And that's where we are. Sorry. My tinfoil hat just got really thick.
All because of a bunch of geeks couldn't get laid. This is where we're at.
There is no happiness in their life.
If they can't be happy, no one will be happy.
That's right.
Well, no, more money, more problems, right? That's the song. I'd like them money. Problems. I'd like the billionaire problems over my problems. Ridiculous.
Whoever said that money can't buy you happiness was obviously lying.
Yeah.
Didn't have money and was miserable.
Obviously never been to a strip club. It's
never been to a strip club. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
She was no. She was literally called Happiness. Hello, Happiness.
Dior's Prepper for the Ages says, please tell Dior's I just adopted a new puppy.
Okay.
The shelter says he came from Marshall, Texas.
I'll have to look up where the heck Marshall, Texas is at because I don't know. Like I said, I've been all over Texas driving trucks, but I can't say I know where Marshall is at. I live out in Prep for the Ages. I live out in Lubbock.
Oh, I've been to Lubbock.
Really?
Yeah. That's where my Texas tour was because it was all we went to every house Buddy Holly had lived in.
Oh.
And to the statue on the roundabout, do you know the life-size statue of him that you've got there as well?
Yeah, I have to go check that out.
He lives there. Like I used to live outside New York City. I didn't know anything about it. I live outside of DC now. I still don't know anything about it. I really don't care.
So we went to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Lubbock. That was pretty much what we did, and different places around there. That's where Luby's was. Was it Lubbock or was it? So we spoke to Bill Griggs. He was the radio DJ for a country music channel who originally aired Buddy Holly's song, despite protest.
Look, all I can say is like the one thing I do know about Lubbock is the very, very first recorded F5 tornado struck downtown Lubbock and tore it to pieces back in 1970. It's either 70 or 71.
Marshall is just west of Shreveport.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so-
you're way the hell out east.
Yeah. Yeah, Fort Worth was great. Have you been to Fort Worth? Have you been to the stockyards and stuff at Fort Worth?
I have not been to the stockyards. I've been to Fort Worth. I've been to Dallas. I've been to the entire metroplex. I just haven't been to each individual.
Nobody does the tourist stuff in their own country, right?
No, we don't.
Well,
Not your
it's
own
because
town in your own city.
It's because I'm busy. I'm usually busy freaking working, trying to make ends meet. That's usually why.
Yeah, true.
And then when I've got the
sorry.
disposable income, it's like, great, I got disposable income to add to preps.
Yeah.
That's been my thing. You know, like there's a Wings of Silence museum on the east end of Lubbock, right next to the airport. I've been meaning to visit. It's supposed to be a World War II museum with World War II airplanes. I need to go visit it. I've been meaning to visit that for like the last 3 years, but I haven't visited it yet.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of people are the same in the UK. They as soon as they've got some money, they fly off and want to crisp on a beach in Spain for 2 weeks, and they've still not seen most of their own country.
Yeah, and they ask the Spanish people, like, haven't you been to the statue down the road here? It's like, no, I'm too busy at work making these freaking tourists happy because they're roasting in the sun.
Yeah.
They live there. They don't. I mean, I went into New York City so many times growing up with my dad. You know, bring your son to work day was whenever he felt like bringing me, which is all the time. And yeah, I go in there. It's like, and we'd go around, we'd see things. I went to the Statue of Liberty, up the Empire State Building, Twin Towers. We did all that stuff. But for me, it was like, you know, people were like, you live right across the street from the city. Can you tell, you know, all your friends from other parts of the country, they're like, if I come out there, can you give me a tour of the city? It's like, I don't know shit about the city. All I know is I can get on this train and drop you off at 2 Broadway because that's where we used to go to. And that's about it. Other than that, no. And I don't even know how to read the subway maps. They're that messed up. Metro maps are easier in DC. Subway maps, forget it. They're just a mess.
Yeah, it's funny because everyone's the same. There's very few people. I think I've got a slight advantage because my parents' business was a tour company, and we brought Americans here.
So you got to see everything in your own country. So you've been in Big Ben, you've been in all those things because
I've done all of it. Yeah, from John O'Groats to Land's End and stuff because we were showing American tourists around. So I was like, I was seeing stuff for the first time like they were, and they're turning around to me going, "Can you tell me about this?" I'm like, "No, can you tell me about it?" It's like, but yeah, it's the same thing. So I want to. I need to go to the States again. I was just looking up at this. I was looking at Fort Worth again.
There's a whole bunch of. No, I'm not going to go there. Fort Worth has new worshiping facilities there. Lots of them.
Yeah. Well, not
really.
So much Fort Worth. It's more or less.
Or Austin.
North of Dallas. It's near Plano.
That's right. Yeah.
Josephine, Texas. That's the name of it.
Yep, we're not going to say anything more than that because we don't want to get Shadow's channel in trouble.
Hell, I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble for my one video that I uploaded.
Oh, that was funny. I mean, I commented there. I'm sure I'll get in trouble for commenting.
Marshall, Texas is a quick 7-hour drive east.
Quick.
7 hours. 7 hours. No, I'm sorry. It'd take me 7 hours to get from where I'm at in Lubbock to get over there to get into Dallas. And then once you get into the Metroplex, you know it's going to take you about 2 hours just to drive across it. And by the way, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, including Irving, including Plano and Farmersville, all of that is over 100 miles long. From the east end to the west end, that is over 100 miles long. It'll take you over 2 hours just to drive through that. Actually, probably 3 with given Dallas-Fort Worth's track record.
Is that the road that goes straight across? Like literally, is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about like interstate. I think it's Interstate 20 that goes across.
Yeah, you got one that
'Cause
goes
there's-
across, just like DC has the Beltway.
You
It
got
goes
you
all
got,
the way around. Yeah.
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
of, one of them's got
Loop
Six
Road.
Flags on. That's all I remember. One of them's got Six Flags on.
that's I think that's Irving, Texas. I think it's got Six Flags.
Yeah, that was great.
I haven't been to a Six Flags in ages. That's the other thing been meaning to do. When I go back up to Dallas Fort Worth and I'm not driving semi trucks, I'm actually there for vacation. I want to visit the Six Flags.
There was
I've
one
been
up in
to
Jersey. I've been to the Jersey one many times. I've been to
I've been
Hershey
to-
Park a bunch of times, and
Two
They used to
seconds.
have one
I've just been summoned. I'll be back in 2
Okay.
seconds.
Yeah, they used to have one up in Denver, but that one it closed. But what ended up happening is like they changed it from Six Flags Elitch Gardens to just Elitch Gardens Denver.
yeah,
And then I went to the Six Flags out in Oklahoma City. But I was like a little kid, so it was like 20. That was like 25. Yeah, about 25 years ago, 26 years ago.
yeah, it's probably longer than that. Jersey, it used to be called Great Adventure, exit 7A off the New Jersey Turnpike. I remember the ads, and then it was Six Flags Great Adventure, and then it just turned into Six Flags, and then Six Flags was buying all the adventure parks all over the country, and now they're failing miserably anyway, so they're being bought up by other companies. So
I'm surprised they still even exist, to be honest with you.
yeah, no, COVID about killed it because they all
Yeah.
closed.
Well, they were struggling right before COVID. They were struggling when Obama was still in office.
Yeah.
That they were filing for bankruptcy and hemorrhaging parks left and right.
Hey, you didn't grow up during the best times up in Jersey. We had Vernon Valley, Action Park. You can pull up videos on that, dude. There was Death Park. So many kids died there. They had these like downhill, like the little carts, on the luge with wheels on it, and you controlled the brake.
Huh.
And it was a hand thing that you push forward to go fast, you pull backwards to slow down. The problem is, you push forward and you lost your balance. You kept pushing further forward, and these things would. You're coming down a mountain at like 60 miles an hour with no helmet, nothing. You're not. I think they had a seatbelt on it. That was it. And the carts would fly off the tracks, and you just like hit a tree at 70 miles an hour, and you're dead. People were drowning in the pools. It was ugly. And I went there once. My wife went there a bunch of times, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't die."
It reminds me of that water park that they had out there in Kansas where they built the world's tallest water slide, and they had like 3 or 4 people die on that. The last death that occurred, it was like an 11-year-old kid and broke his neck on it.
Yeah.
Because the raft flew off of the water slide, and they put a safety net over the top of it, but the little stanchions that held the net in place, his head had struck that, and it broke his neck, and he died on impact.
Whoa, I come back to a dark conversation.
But yeah, we're talking about dangerous amusement parks.
Yeah, Great Adventure. I brought up Action Park in New Jersey, and
right.
it was like Death Park. You look up Action Park, New Jersey, and there's videos, and that was 70s stuff. It ended in like the early 80s. They shut it down because so many people had died and gotten hurt, and lawsuits and stuff. You signed papers and you went in there. We're not responsible for your injuries. That was it. And then they send you down. They send you down a luge at 100 miles an hour with no seatbelt on a concrete slide, and you fly off into the trees and die. They're like, "Well, you signed the paper. Sorry. Have a nice day."
I've not clicked on anything, but that's just typed it in Google. The first result is the end of America's most dangerous amusement park.
Yeah, there you go. They had water slides. There was 3 water slides side by side, and the middle one, I think, was 40 feet off the water. Literally, but the slide went down like from 40 feet down or from 80 feet to 40 feet, and then shot you out over the pool. And people were breaking bones and almost drowning. It was bad. But it was like the videos and the advertisements on TV. Every kid wanted to go. Live dangerously.
Yeah, because but under 20-year-old and below, nothing will ever kill you. You don't think
you're
about
indestructible.
It, right?
Why? I'm not going to die. Not today. And if I do, it'll be fun.
Even when
Not
you're 25, you're still a little bit reckless too.
Well, I mean, I always take it back to I had a motorbike at like 18, 19, 20-year-old.
Yep, so did I.
Cruiser style motorbike. I don't like the whole leaning over the thing. I had a sit up and beg. But yeah, I had a cruiser style bike, and I was insane on it. Not trying to off-road bikes that were never designed to go off-road and things like that, and copying things from the film Biker Boys. Yeah, I was insane. I got one again when I was 35, and I was like Miss Daisy on a bike. I was like, oh.
I've had my motorcycle license. I got it originally up in Jersey when I lived up there. We moved to Maryland, and I got it. I didn't have to take the test. It was just an extra fee. I'm like, fine, I'll take it, because I didn't want to have to go through all the road test crap down here. And so I got the license there, and I had a bike for a year. Bought it used, whatever, and took the wife out once or twice. That was it. Never took it out, and then I sold it. But every 4 years, my license comes up, and like, are you sure you want to renew your motorcycle? Because the MVA knows if I don't own one. I'm like, oh no, I want my license. It's just one of those add-ons, endorsements on my license. I just want to keep. That way, if I ever decide, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go borrow somebody's motorcycle, I have a license for it. It's not like I'm some new guy. Now, I haven't ridden a while, and I won't ride around here because it's the people in the cars on their cell phones that I worry about now.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest difference, I think, as well. It's the other people on the roads. It baffles me how some people have managed to get a license sometimes.
Yeah. Well, doesn't go to California, they just give you one. Oh wait, that's only for tractor trailers and if you want to vote. But anyway.
It's like when she's parking at the when she's parking up at the supermarket, she's like, "Oh, there's a space." I'm like, "No, don't park there." Why? Because there's a people carrier there with more dents in it than anything else. Don't park next to them.
It's my wife's Honda. She will park all the way, and her knees are killing her. She will park out in the middle of the parking lot where there's like hardly anybody out there. There's like 4 spaces in every direction around her. She gets out, gets her car, walks all the way in, gets shot. She comes back out like clockwork. Somebody's parked right next to her driver door.
Yeah.
She's like, what is wrong with these people? I'm like, I can't tell you, honey. I said, you're better off taking an Uber to go shopping these days.
I saw a sticker on a car a couple of days ago. Actually, I pointed it out to the missus. Somebody put a sticker on the back of the car. Please don't park too close. I'm fat.
I'm fat, yeah.
I love the zero pretense of that. I'm looking at the pictures of this water park. It looks awesome.
Oh, it was.
Shame it's closed down. I want to go.
Yeah. Shame. Yeah, read the stories behind it. But yeah. It was. Every kid wanted to go there. Some schools took their kids there. The senior class, junior class, 10th grade class. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was like a school trip. We're going to Action Park. Just have your parents give us, bring in your $5, and you do your fundraisers and that, and there we go. It was a full day.
With this waiver in case you die.
Exactly, with the food and everything. They, orange school bus on the way. Bunch of kids, bathing suits on, towels in hand, no cell phones, just a couple of waterproof disposable cameras, maybe back the old 110 Instamatics. That was it.
Just you don't even have to read the stories. You just look at the pictures and the headlines. This NJ amusement park was pure chaos. Action Park was basically a free for all. This was called the world's most dangerous amusement park. I mean, at least they've got a reputation, right? It's hard to build a reputation.
Oh, they got it. It took about a year before they got that reputation, but they stayed open. I forget how many years they were open. I think they were open for 6 years or something.
Wow. That's
6
insane.
or 7. It was open for a while, and then they shut it down. But around us, they just say it's closed. They had issues. You don't get the local news. The local news doesn't tell you what's going on locally. You have to find the national news to find out what happened. But back then, because there was no internet, they just shut it down. Called the local newspaper and says, "Yeah, we had to close. We had too many minor issues. We had to close." Meanwhile, the lawsuits were through the roof. Yeah. Lawyers were all over it, and but they didn't advertise. Now you can find it all, and it's easy to find.
Yeah,
that one water park that I was talking about in Kansas, where that kid I don't know if he got decapitated or not, but like I said, that kid that died in that water slide. There's a YouTube channel called Fascinating Horror Stories. He actually did do a segment on that about 3 or 4 years ago.
Wow. I mean, yeah, that's scary.
And to think none of them had gardens that grew their own food. They didn't have It wasn't like Wallapini World.
That's a desperate attempt to get us back on topic there.
Wallapini World.
That would be fun. You could actually do that. You could probably put a picture of whatever thumbnail up of some ridiculous AI generated roller coaster amusement park thing and say, "Welcome to Wallapini World," and make people click on it, and then you're talking about gardens and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder if somebody actually could build, theoretically build a Wallapini that serves as both an amusement park and an in-ground greenhouse.
Probably more of a pick your own vegetables rather than an amusement
Yeah,
park.
like Knott's Berry Farm kind of type thing.
Yeah. Welcome to Wallapini World.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to trademark that there, Mark.
Wallapini World. I don't think I can, but
it's too late. It's too late. I've already done it.
yeah, the AI has already caught it and trademarked it just now. So yeah, I'm already late.
No, I've already done it.
Oh, you just trademarked Wallapini World?
No, look.
There you go. Welcome to Wallapini World. That's funny.
The greenhouse amusement park.
You did that with your AI thing real quick, or did Brian do that, or?
No, I've just done that now. I've gone to the dark side and I've got Claude.
Oh, okay.
So Claude is more. I mean, it's okay for graphics and stuff like that, but it's more for coding errors and things like that. So, and yes, I'm part of the problem. Well, they took my job back. At least I could use them if they've took my job. You know what I mean?
That's the sad thing now. Even my company, no, I'm not going to say what company, but when my boss said, you have to do your self-evaluation, I was like, oh, okay. He's like, just use Chat GPT or whatever it is, the one that comes on our Microsoft. He's like, just put all your stuff in there to word it. I was like, you're basically telling me to make myself look different than what I really am. He's like, well, no, it just puts it in better. I'm like, whatever. So I didn't use it, and I sent it to him, and he reads it over, and I was like, how was that? He's like, that was very nice. He's like, did you use? I forget the name of it. It's on every computer now with Microsoft Word and that. And I was like, no, I actually wrote that. He's like, you did? I'm like, yeah. I said, because I know how to. I said, it's not my fault that the rest of these people we work with don't know how to. I said, it's actually sad. And we talked about that. He's like, yeah, no, but that's what management wants. I'm like, well, then management probably doesn't deserve to be management at this point because they probably got their job using whatever it is, Chat GPT.
Yeah,
that's the sick, sad part.
One of the adverts for one of these services, how there's all these different companies now selling different AI services. They're all using the same core engines and stuff. But he's literally the guy is on a job interview, and he's got his phone propped up against like his screen, so his phone can hear the people on the job interview. And as they're asking him a question, it's wording the answer on his phone, and he's just reading that out to sound like he knows what he's doing. I'm just like, you're advertising the fucking problem.
Exactly. I said, think about it. The next time you go to the hospital, that brand new nurse or doctor that's there probably graduated due to ChatGPT writing their thesis papers.
Well,
probably.
Yeah. It's going to make us lazy. It's going to make people
it's already
mentally lazy. It's going to make them mentally lazy. But it can't build a Wallapini.
No, well, it can design one for you.
Yeah, grow the jalapeno with a new design. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask it. I'm gonna ask it.
Now, what are you asking it? Can you build me an amusement park where kids almost get killed, but not killed?
I'm gonna say if it knows what it is, I'm gonna say, can you design me a Wallapini?
Yeah,
Creating your image.
Make the kids that way they're just on the cusp of dying.
Yeah. The look of sheer terror walking into your very first Wallapini amusement park.
I mean, so I just said I was asking that, what, 30 seconds ago? And it's produced this. And I'm a graphic designer. So how am I supposed to compete with... Hang on, not that.
Hey,
Hang on,
Bob.
that's not saved properly.
What's up,
Hey,
Bob?
guys.
Hey, Bob.
Good afternoon, guys. What's up? Usual
What?
suspects, bunch of
Yeah.
troublemakers.
Oh, we're actually
And
back.
CR
This is
in
like
the
the
chat.
usual suspect team as opposed to what it's been like for the last 4 months because everybody's been in and out all the time.
Yeah, summertime, man. People are out on
Yep.
vacation and doing stuff. Yeah, I get it. Hey, CR. What's going on in here? What's the topic? What's happening? I just got out of the
Oh.
shower.
We're talking about designing Wallapini World, which is a greenhouse themed
greenhouse, Wallapini, and cold
Earth
frames.
sheltered cold frame and Wallapini greenhouse design.
And this is the design AI came up with in what, less than
I'm
15
waiting to see what-
seconds.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Okay. That's AI. AI doesn't lift barrels of 55 gallons of freaking water. You
Yeah.
know?
AI doesn't know, but I'm sure if you told it your elevations and gave it all kinds of dimensions, it would probably give you a parts list.
Yeah.
Sure it would. Yeah.
So we don't
Oh,
need
yeah.
people anymore. See that? We just need people to pick the food. But no, wait, my robot will do that for me.
I
Oh,
want to know
yeah.
where you get the layers of color toned soil to make that pattern in the wall.
Mhm. Oh, in reality, for the average person like you and I and all of us, that would take a lot of work to build something like that, man. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
back-breaking stuff, dude. Yeah. A Wallapini? Where'd you get that term, Wallapini?
It's out there. There's people. I mean, Gil knows about it because he want. That's what he wants to build next is a Wallapini, which is a half buried greenhouse. Uses
They
thermal, energy thermals to keep the temperature consistent and all that.
They
Yeah, I
told
get
me,
it.
Bob. They told me, Bob. I thought somebody was breeding wallabies. Like small wallabies. It's like,
Oh.
And then I said, why? And then I said, ooh, let's call it Wallapini World because we started talking about amusement parks. So he goes on his Chat GPT thing and says, draw me Wallapini World, and it came out with a greenhouse amusement park.
Oh, wow. Well, if you've got heavy equipment to be able to dig the foundation and drainage and all that stuff, yeah, it's doable. But
You could do it with a hand shovel.
I quite like the idea of doing a similar sort of thing, but where you have it covered with like the old metal shelter style, and you grow mushrooms in there because it's dark
Yeah.
and cold like that. That's a
Mhm.
smaller
Or-
version, but yeah.
You could grow hothouse rhebarb and something like that too. Dark and just slightly warm. But those were all above ground with the heaters inside of them. They were diesel heaters or still below.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, that's great. AI is wonderful, but it doesn't accomplish
Yeah.
anything.
No, it just makes you lazy. We were just talking about that too.
That's too, yeah. So does cell phone addiction and video game addiction.
Yep.
Yeah, you got all these great dreams. One day I will be ruler of nothing because you haven't stood up
Yeah.
and walked in how many months?
Yeah. Oh, you showed. I
It's-
remember you showed you posted that video or showed me a video of people in I forget where in the Philippines. It's a
Yeah.
family gathering. Every one of them's just sitting there. Nobody's talking. They're all staring at their phones. And
Yeah.
that was the first thing I
Yep.
noticed. I was like, "Are you kidding?"
Mhm.
Except for you, while you were on your phone videotaping them, probably you were. See, we still say
Yep.
videotape because we're old. And
What's a videotape?
what's a videotape?
Oh, dude, I was amazed. I should have got a video of it because it was earth shattering. It was unbelievable.
What,
The
people
last time we
talking?
went, no, yeah, but beyond that, all the younger nieces and all, they were playing games of billiards, and they played
Ooh.
volleyball. That was the first time I had ever seen that generation do anything physical in my life. No
Wow.
kidding. No kidding. First time.
There's,
Yep.
there's still a lot that do it because parents force them to. I think more than anything else. It's just when it's less of a battle for them to just say, yeah, go on your device, it's fine. You know, it's
Yeah.
what's the point in arguing?
That's where I'm at with. Yeah.
The one
where I'm
benefit
at.
of
Mhm.
VR, so like
Mhm.
the Oculus headsets and stuff, is at least it's a bit more active. They're like on there playing tennis and stuff
Yeah.
like this, and you know.
Yeah, I got one kid right now that's where I'm at with. You and I are done.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, very low opinion of that person, and yeah, he's a source of friction in my house. You know, 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm old and mean. You mean, what do you mean you want him to help you cut the grass? Oh,
Yeah, I've got one like that.
Crap. He doesn't even cut the what are they? The AI grass in his Game of Thrones or whatever he's playing.
yeah,
I'm not helping you with your garden. Why not? I'm busy on level 27 of Farming Simulator. Stop fucking simulating. Get out there and do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Simulate all you
You
want, but
send
yeah.
him to the Delta Force basic training.
Oh, I wish I could. It would straighten his ass right out right now.
Or
Mommy is not here anymore. That's the first thing they tell you in the military. Your mama is not here anymore.
Mhm.
And the beating begins, you know.
The oldest one used to play a job simulator. So it'd be like you'd be in like a diner serving or something like that. But he can't. He got a job and lasted 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3 days.
I get it.
Well,
Mike. I get it.
that's because when he ran that food to the table really quick, he expected his pocket to get $50 in it real fast.
Yeah. Paching.
Uh-huh. Oh, I have to stop. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I had
What
one
do you
of
mean?
my
I
kids
have
tell
to-
me that.
I can't just. I had the company I work for, when I was more on the service sales side, we had one guy we hired that came out of the service industry, and he thought that if you made your budget for the month, you were good for the year. And he literally made budget in like February and stopped doing anything. And we're like, what are you doing? I made budget already. And we're like, you did? He had no idea. He was that dumb. And he was using his corporate card to go buy stuff at Lowe's and had to do his side job, and that got him fired. But anyway.
He's a genius on top of it.
Yeah, that lasted 29 days when we approached him on it. It's like, you went to Lowe's. Well, I bought parts to fix our equipment. It's like, our equipment doesn't use water heater elements and a water heater wrench from Lowe's. Well, yeah, this one did. No, it didn't. No, you can't. Don't even lie. We have 3 distinct heater elements and 1 gasket. That's it. Lowe's doesn't sell it. Yeah, you're fired. Okay.
Yeah, that's called reality, dude. Yeah.
I thought it was free money. Free money.
Yeah.
I accidentally kicked myself from the live stream. I accidentally clicked the wrong button.
Good to talk to you.
That
again,
happened
Steve.
to me.
Yeah, that's embarrassing to get kicked from your own live stream. I've actually had that happen once where I accidentally got kicked from my own live streams. Like,
yeah,
this isn't right.
That's embarrassing, actually.
It is. I mean, thankfully I was able to get back in, but it's just like
I got banned from my own live stream.
How?
How'd you get
How do you
banned
do
from your own
that?
live stream?
How did that happen?
We did the Sunday one regular, And I always constantly change the intros and make new intros and stuff like that. And one of the intros was a close-up of me firing a rifle, right? As just as like a 2-second clip, right? Literally. And this wasn't even a rifle, it was an air rifle, right? And as it started going, suddenly my numbers went from like 200-300 people to watching to like 20. And it was like, what's happened? And I'd gone offline. So the other people that were guests and were streaming it to their channel were still online. So we carried on, and then people started finding their channels. And I found out afterwards that YouTube said, "Oh, we saw the algorithm saw a gun, and it was alive because it was alive, even though that was a pre-recorded video because it was alive and there was a gun displayed.
It was a live stream, yeah.
It cut it off instantly. But yet the intro played on all their channels, and it only cut mine off. So." Go figure.
Go figure.
No.
But that's because the source was your channel, so not theirs.
Yeah, but so I had to quickly change that intro. So I was like,
it was me, Mike. I threw you under the bus, Mike.
You reported me, did you, Bob?
I did. I said, "There's an Englishman with a weapon." Oh my God! Run away.
And they're not allowed to have weapons.
Suppose it's you that got me demonetized as well, then, Bob. Is it?
It was me.
I'm going to send you the bill.
That was the raccoon did that. The raccoon did that.
They freaking raccoon. Don't even get me started on those freaking raccoons, man. Oh,
Cajun raccoons. My Cajun cousins are thanking you. They're like, dude, you tell Bob, man, that hot sauce, he just needs a little extra cayenne, a little extra some other herb in there. Then it'd be great. Yeah. That dirt's nice and spicy.
Oh yeah, on that same video, Jill from Prepper 101, I think it is, she left a comment. Yeah, you wait till those raccoons get some of that cayenne pepper on their hands and then put their hands in their mouth.
And then they're
yep.
What's just the Cajun ones, and they're going, oh, that's pretty good. That's why you had to put more cayenne down. They ate it all. You went out there, where was all my cayenne? Raccoons, they ate it.
Yes.
So I didn't know you went live. You went live last night or something. I didn't even know it. I never got a notification or nothing.
Well, it was just for a couple of minutes. I was sharpening the kitchen knives with my work sharp, and I was like, well, why not? Why not? I'm just sitting here bored. So
yeah, I all of a sudden I saw it and I commented, but it was after it was closed. I was like, how did I miss it?
That's all right. That's okay. I was just like, well, I could get a, squeeze one in right now.
People say that all the time though. They're like, oh, I didn't get a notification about the live. I didn't get a notification about the live.
Oh,
it's
well, especially about normal videos. Oh, constantly. I anything to do with prepping. Oh shit, you never get those. So what I've done in the past, and I still do it today, I'll go back to the original channel, unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then I'll start getting notifications back.
Yeah, like it's more of a recent interest. He's done a grok one.
Welcome to Wallapini World. Step into our greenhouse, a world of wonder growing every day. Discover thrilling rides through lush jungles. Experience the magic of our botanical carousel, where adventure and nature intertwine.
Yeah, that's AI.
Dude, that's well, he just made it. That's like sadly funny. Wallapini, you're welcome.
Wow.
I don't think the sofa survivalist is going to Wallapini World anytime soon. He's too busy falling to the floor.
Like you, Mark, right? Like what you're doing right now. You're too busy putting away food. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. That's same with me. Like I'm making a baton weapon here in my shop and making more fertilizer for the entire property right here, stuff like that. But,
yeah.
I mean, the AI looks great, but it accomplishes nothing.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to eat AI potatoes.
Man, it'll look good.
Although they have a lot of chips.
Oh, you're fired, dude. That sounds like one of CR's things right there. You didn't even get strike 1 or 2 or 3. You're fired, dude.
Couldn't
Yes,
resist.
yes,
I hope
he
CR's
wants-
still in and he appreciates that.
I think he's still around.
I need to buy grow lights and grow plants down here here indoors, says Vanessa.
There's my latest sofa survivalist video. I just popped up there for it's bugging out.
Really?
Let's go.
Oh, let's take a look at this. I gotta check this out, man.
I thought you saw it already. You didn't get notification either. Shocker.
Let's see. Let's see if I can go back to the original.
It's the problem is, Mark, it's scarily accurate. So it's funny, but there's
I know
so many
that's
people
why. I mean,
like
dude,
that.
that's why I came up with it. Even though everybody's just like, oh, survival. And I said, so survive. I gave everybody on your channel a chance to create it, and they didn't for like a day. I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm doing it. So I did it, and then Brian helped me out. Yeah, you had your chance. Sorry, time's up. Brian made a bunch of videos, making videos for me, and yeah. So would it be if Brian was in the States here? Yeah, probably would have been sending him stuff, but it's kind of complicated to send freeze-dried stuff over the pond and like stupid expensive.
Oh, I know. Oh, no.
It'd be more financial. Here we go. Here's the sofa survivalist. Just a minute. Here we go. Let's see. Right through the floor.
That's the only reason to do this. My brain just popped every time I hear something, survival related. I can see the idiot people going, "Oh, yeah. I can do that," and that's where all my ideas come from. So I just jot them down in Notepad, and
you have to do a weapons safety sofa survivalist one.
No, I did one. Well, the one I did where I'm from Mule Team 6, I got 75 views on that one.
He's got 230 on that one right now.
Yeah, well, I reposted it or shared it, but yeah, And that meanwhile, the one I just posted's got what 1,500 views or 2,000 views by now. I didn't even.
Okay, I'm going to unsubscribe from the
like 25 or 3,500.
And we're going to go back and resubscribe to the Soulful Survivalist because yeah, you made more videos on that, and I haven't seen any of them. They didn't share them out, man.
Whatever. I mean, those are older ones. This is the newest one I haven't put one out in 4 months now.
Yeah.
With Neil Team 6.
Are a great food source.
All right, you turn your volume so we can all hear it, but yeah.
Sorry.
I got my headphones on. So.
I was just I had not seen the mushroom one.
Really?
No.
It's pretty good.
And I figured out how to work the hashtags too. So, mushroom hunting and mushroom this and mushroom. So any people that are into mushrooms and that on their feed, it popped on their feed and they watched it and probably laughed and went, "Okay, that's messed up," but moved on.
There's got to be one of all the people that say, "Yeah, I'm just going to go and survive in the woods," and just
there's believe me, Mark has pitched me an idea that he wants me to. It's like, dude, I'm gonna have to literally draw this out because if I don't and I try to type all this shit into Grok's gonna give me something entirely different than what I asked for.
Right. I have. I don't think I told you one about. I want him to go to Alaska.
Yeah,
we're going to test our skills in Alaska as he's being dropped from a helicopter. It was being dropped from a Sikorsky, whatever those heavy lift helicopters. Camera view pans down. What? No, forget parachute. Just on a cable, and the camera pans down, and there's like 85 grizzly bears waiting for him. Yeah, that's on my list, and yeah, I got that one written out. That's I'll talk to Steve later and how formats work, and I'll type it all out so that way you can just try to copy paste it and.
Yeah, like I said, I've done a whole lot of copy paste just to make the clips that I sent you. And like I said, that one where he fell through the floor, it took 5 separate tries to get that correct because it kept trying to trying to make it so there was already a hole previously busted into the floor, hole that was already cut through the floor. It's like, no, he's supposed to break through the floor. That's where you have to put it.
Yeah, you have to put in things. The weight was so great, the floor collapsed under him, and it would be like, oh, okay, and through, cloud of dust and all that. So yeah, and I'm starting to learn how to, just by talking to you and talking to Brian about how it worked on what the stuff he was doing. I'm starting to understand it better, so I can give a much better, longer description of the surroundings, the view, and the feeling, stuff like that. So whatever, we'll talk about it later.
Side comment there, CR.
Yeah.
CR.
What's he fired about now?
Both eyes are on you. He says, I thought I was getting tired, not fired from Bob. So, yeah. Is that a strike one? What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a pass. I was going to give him a pass. It's not really.
That's a level 2 write-up.
Yeah. Level 2 write-up.
A letter of counseling.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
In the Navy, we called them counseling chits.
Yep. Yeah. I wouldn't want to try and give CR counseling. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
If anybody's tried to give CR counseling, we would need counseling.
Yeah.
Right,
most
sorry,
shrinks
CR.
go to a shrink, right?
Most shrinks are shrinks because they had problems and went to a shrink.
Yeah.
That's my wife is finding out that, and actually Bob's wife probably knows this for a fact, 90% of the people that work in the mental health area in their hospitals, clinics, whatever, all have mental health problems.
They do. That's where they get into
my wife didn't notice. She got into it. She doesn't. She got into it, and then somebody told her that, and she was like, "Oh my God, most of them are on meds."
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh my God, that's why half of them just don't give a crap about other
Go
people."
and seeing your doctor, and they're just like, "Take these. They worked for me."
Yeah. I suggest you prescribe this for this patient because that's just the same way I was. Am.
And now I feel wonderful.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
No, I just don't care.
That field is full of people who cannot handle normal stressors. And that's true. That's very true. They've been in and out of hospitals, and they go to university and get a degree in whatever. And now they're advising you how to heal yourself. You think, how well do you think that's going to work?
Not.
That's true.
That won't work well.
Because they can't cope with their own problems. Yeah.
I think there's some merit to have suffered and got through on the other side. There's definitely some advice to be passed on, but I don't think you should be doing it at a professional level.
I agree.
In that case, yeah.
Oh, wait. To bring back the topic. So now we have Wallapini World for the clinically insane. Throw that one in there.
Oh God!
Mike's going. Yeah, I got this. Give me 38 seconds. I got this.
I've not got Grok. You guys are doing images. I'm not.
I don't even use Grok. Man.
I don't have Grok.
So
Steve's got Grok.
I don't use Grok either.
No. I think that's the new Google. Is that what it is? Because I see it here and there.
Well,
but
Grok is off of X or Twitter or whatever.
It's off X.
It's Elon Musk's version of the newest AI, and has Grok 4.1 or something. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Actually,
he's just skirting around.
I do like Grok because it's actually quite handy, kind of useful. I actually use Grok as a tool for kind of help refining my prepping survival strategies.
But it's learning what you have now.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. They'll figure it out anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Back to the topic of that kind of gardening is doable, but dude, you need a lot of money.
Not really.
Of money.
I mean, you do. Well, so if you're considering you need a backhoe to dig a hole and do all that stuff, that's fine. If you have the perfect side of a hill, stuff like that, and a small tractor, or just a lot of time on your hands and a shovel. I mean, literally, you can do it. It doesn't have to look like the picture that Mike put up, but it could perform the same function. So, no, you don't need to be a billionaire to make a Wallapini. It would help to have a bunch of money so you could buy supplies and stuff. But I've seen people, I've seen videos in that where, they had some money. They had they dug the hole, but they had rock on site, or they had leftover building materials and stuff, and the 6x6 posts in the corners to keep it, keep the roof up, and they just used whatever they had, pallet wood and wood on site and whatever they got, and just built it that way. So, and everything is doable. It's a matter of how well you want to do it. Are you trying to?
Yeah, if you make it well and properly, it would last a Swedish winter, basically.
Let me type
For
this
a
in.
long
Wallapini.
Yeah, Walapini, I think.
Wallapini ground greenhouse. I got to look into this. This is all new to me. I know that there are ground greenhouses and all that. But
oh yeah, that's the technical term that they came up for it. You can't.
Well,
there's no way you
link
The first
in,
image
the
that comes
private
up.
chat. I sent it in the chat before, so it's
okay.
The first image that comes up looks like a hand dug out of an old barn, and it's actually just tarps that are over it, looks like canvas more than even glass. So there could definitely be budget versions.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't. It's a great idea and all that, but it doesn't fit my needs.
No, and your yard you don't have the space for something like that. You have too much shadowing from neighbors' houses and stuff. So
correct.
There's that too.
Yeah, and then
I don't have the space for it either. So
no.
I was going to say, I live out here in West Texas, where our winters are very short compared to the rest of you guys.
Yeah, a greenhouse would do fine for you.
Yeah,
with above ground greenhouse, if you built it above ground and just put block wall in up, say 3-4 feet, and then just mounted dirt up against it, you're performing a similar function, although you're not underground to get the benefit of the temperature in the ground all the time. But the insulation, R value, all that stuff greatly helps to stabilize your temperature. So, a Wallapini is just a greenhouse that sank into the ground.
Yeah. To be honest too, it really doesn't get all that cold over here. We do get, in spite of popular belief, yes, we do get sub-zero temps. The coldest temperature that I've experienced since living down here, I think was I want to say it was minus 10, minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that would translate to Celsius for y'all, but yeah, we get them. Well, like I said, it's not for very long. It's very short durations, but I know people grow stuff year round in greenhouses, and I don't think they're doing anything real special outside of a simple space heater, or like I was saying, a little compost pile inside where the bacteria
they just use double
generates the heat.
They just use thermal panes, or doubled up with an air gap in between it to keep the cold from transferring through. And even with that, if you do you do the double plastic with an inch or two in between it, that's where you put a fan in the summertime to it'll at the bottom and blow it out the top. It'll blow the heat out, so the heat doesn't, you just get the sun and not the actual heat transfer. There's all kinds of methods and things. It's all over the internet of how, if you want to do this, try this. And you just got to watch everybody's video and figure out what works for you. And there's no one size fits all for anything. We all know that. Well, we know that. Not everybody knows that.
That's
not
what
goddamn raccoons.
That's not what my wife said.
Goddamn raccoons! Can they get in there? What the hell?
I don't want to tell White Mike what his wife said to me the other night, but anyway. All right, that was funny.
You're welcome. I'll swap you for a freeze dryer.
Yeah.
I say we gather up every goddamn raccoon in the United States and Canada and send them over to Europe. Parachute them little bastards in and just infest your continent, man.
Our continent's already infested, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah. Similar to raccoons.
Yeah.
They're greedy. They take whatever. And that's what raccoons do. They're greedy little things. They provide nothing. They take everything. They eat it, and then they poop everywhere. And then you get stuck with what's left. So yeah, you do have raccoons over there, don't you?
Yeah.
And that was a tight squeezing on that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you said to her last night. I see. Right. Okay.
Come on, you weren't listening? I mean, you were right there, dude. You didn't know it?
I don't pay attention.
Yeah, Marty.
It's horrible that we. I mean, we joke about like raccoons and stuff, but the things we can't say on YouTube is ridiculous.
Yeah.
When it's
So that'll be
happening
our new
in
word
everyone's
is raccoons.
Yeah, we could do that. Do a workaround.
Yeah.
They do
When
have
you
an
start
odor.
saying raccoons on a dinghy.
Wait.
People might.
Wait. I can get it. I can get a tad bit closer now. So, male raccoons do give off an odor, and they call that odor a musk.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, it's close. It's close.
I'm
I can
right
feel
there.
the YouTube
I'm
ban hammer coming down.
He's going. He almost said it. He almost said it. Ah, screw it. Just ban him now. All right.
It's odd because it's like I'm sure if you're in a country like that and you run a prepping channel, it's one of the things we should be talking about, like a reason to prepare.
Yeah, that is a big reason why I prepare, because remember 2020 when everything broke loose in my area? I lived through it, dude. There's a reason why I do all this stuff, because I was pretty well ready for many things, and then all of a sudden the lights are cut off and fires are lit off all over my area, and it's like, okay, time to back off and rethink this. We're going to need to do a little bit more, Been there, done that. Yeah. For those little dingy raccoons, you guys have got a real reason to be able to get inside of a building and stay there, try to protect your own life.
They got a bunch of them dingy raccoons coming over into Spain right now as we speak from Morocco.
Yeah, I saw that. And as usual, guys, their government told the world that they've got them all gathered up and sent back. Somebody leaked out a few videos just yesterday. Oh no, they did not.
No.
All these guys are just hanging out, vagrants all over the city streets, and the Spanish can't even go out of their houses without getting assaulted. Yeah.
What blows my mind is, like, I was on X and I was watching the video of this girl. She's holding up a banner, cheering on these people that were coming on the beaches and running through the streets, they just got ashore and all that stuff, cheering them, welcoming them there. And like, I'm just saying, I'm shaking my head. It's like, you don't understand what you are in for. You must have failed to understand your country's history. Does the 700 years war not mean anything to you people?
No, because they are the it'll never happen to me people. There's a reporter that goes around in the UK, and he's interviewing some what's the opposite of a raccoon? What's a left-leaning code word?
A skunk. The skunk. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All these skunks that happen to have pink and blue hair. He's asking them. They're all holding up the banners saying "Raccoons welcome here" and stuff like this. And he's going around to them saying, "Okay, will you have two come and live with your house? Oh no, I can't because I've got. Will you have some live in your house? No, I rent, so I'm not able to." It was literally every single one of them.
Oh yeah. See, just to be clear, I have no relation to the other. Those are the amphibious raccoons. They're a whole different type of raccoon. They have nothing to do with my family. Okay, just to be clear.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's clear. I'm not part of that group at all.
You're gonna get hate mail.
Let me tell you guys, to follow along with that thought of it won't happen here. Okay, in my area, there's communists everywhere, and well, what about the former Soviet Union? They couldn't even feed their population. Oh, well, that's because they did it wrong.
Yeah, they did it wrong.
We're gonna get it right.
Well, that's because
people taught me in university.
That's because people fought back. People fought back and didn't want it.
These people don't understand. Look at North Korea; they can't hardly feed their people, and they're under communism right now.
Correct.
The people are literally trimming their own yards. They're trimming the government yards with pairs of scissors because they can't even afford gasoline for actual lawnmowers, and they're taking the grass clippings and taking them home so they can boil them and eat them.
Yep.
Right now, Cuba, the same.
Mhm.
The same. Now, the U.S. helped out quite a bit by cutting off the oil, but even before we cut off the oil, they couldn't even sustain their own population.
Nope.
People trying to swim 90 miles and drowning to get out of a shithole, for a communist shithole. But once again, that's because they did it wrong. This time, we're going to do it the right way. Yeah, I'm a moron. I believe that. Yeah.
But Bob, if Daddy's paid for everything, including the university you're attending and all your bills and expenses, then politics can be a nice little game that you play, and you want to be in the red social club. That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah, you're talking about the champagne socialists.
Yeah.
So socialism
here.
Socialism is for the people, not the socialists.
Yeah.
True. It's for those people, not for us.
Right.
Yeah.
For us. Rules for thee and not for me. And this conversation, it's old, not because we've been talking about it. It's an old conversation.
Dude, you just blame everything on Canada and particularly CR. Blame him for
all. Well, he's trying. We'll give him that. Give him a little credit.
Thought you were going to break into a South Park song for us there, Bob.
Yeah, there you go. Blame Canada. Take care, folks. Time for CR to eat. All right. Take it easy, CR.
That's because he's been watching me make cowboy candy for the last couple hours.
Yeah.
No, your camera's not on, Mark. You got the big old... Yeah, you got your big old...
This is a new record. This is a new record for him. Not one strike, not one firing.
Yeah,
I took a bullet for you, CI. I took a bullet for you. I got the firing.
Yeah, I got a couple things out. I got these in Amazon. I showed Shadow last week or last time we talked. A couple of hand pumps that I'll probably do a real quick video, a demonstration, and I want to test them before I store them. One for water, one for fuel. Yeah, got them all right sitting over there. I got to get up off my fat ass and go bring them over, I guess. But yeah, I've been busy with those damn invaders coming into my backyard. Don't you laugh about that.
Not the aquatic ones either.
No, these are homegrown. These are homegrown little invaders, man.
Yeah, but you're attracting the Louisiana. My Louisiana cousins now with all that cayenne pepper.
I wish I was there when a raccoon gets a handful of that cayenne pepper and sticks it in his mouth. Oh, I would love to see that, man.
So what I'm going to think is actually funny is that with putting the strips down that you put down, you're going to go out there tomorrow and there's going to be carpet hooked to it. You're going to be like, damn Mexican raccoons. They're like, carpet
Never
strips?
know,
we have to put carpet down now. You see little rugs going under the fence.
Rugs with oh shit! Don't okay. That'll spiral me right out, man. Be right back.
I'm in a sea of preps at the moment. Getting everything ready for our Scottish prepper meet, and it's just when you know you've got everything, but it's in the bottom of a box somewhere. It's just like...
And you need to find the right box.
Yeah, I thought I'd got more organized until I actually had to start packing things, and then I realized I need to be more organized again.
And then you get everything packed, you get out there, and you realize 2 of those boxes are still sitting on the front porch, sitting there by themselves. It's like, where is my... Oh, crap.
I usually... Every prepper meet I've been to, I forgot something. So it'd be breaking tradition if I remember everything. So.
Yeah, well, that's most... I think I said it on somebody's feed the other night. Most preppers have ADHD. We just do. It's because you can jump from topic to topic to topic to topic and keep track of all of them.
Yep.
I got my important things. I got my logo
There you
flags.
That's nice.
Now, what's that, Bob?
A transfer pump.
Okay.
I got two.
Oh yeah, I've
two
got
of them.
a few of those.
Yeah, one of them is going to be dedicated for drinking water, and the other one is going to be dedicated to try to recover fuel if they have to have it.
Yeah, I've got one for fuel. I bought mine over at AutoZone. I tried using the ones that they sell over at Harbor Freight Tools. Man, those are freaking garbage, man. They fall
crap.
I showed this to Shadow last time we talked. This is the second time I bought one of these because when we moved in here 3 years ago, the jackass who lived here left a gigantic drain pan full of used motor oil and transmission fluid in my garden shed. I couldn't, you know, the kind you can buy at AutoZone or whatever to change your oil.
Folded atop.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I couldn't even pick it up. So I had to get one of these, and then this one works to pump out that used motor oil and transmission fluid into smaller bottles that I could carry away and get rid of this stuff. Like fucking jackass, man. That container probably weighed 200 pounds of waste oil, and he just left it here.
That's too much, and it's a fire risk too.
And it's gone now. This one worked for petroleum because I couldn't get it all done at one time. I had to gather up more plastic bottles and do 2 or 3 at a time, and it took a series of weeks to get. But this pump still held up. But when I got done using it, it went in the garbage because it's not fit for anything else. You know, waste oil, that's crap. You know,
I would have probably siphoned. I probably would have taken some sacrificial gasoline and pumped sacrificial gasoline through
just
it
to clean it
out. Yeah, and so I would use it.
Yeah, I just figured, man, that stuff is so filthy and raunchy. I get it out of here, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's going to be for fuel, and I'll probably do an ops check video on this one for water, you know. And I'll definitely mark the 2 of them and store them away.
Yeah.
But
you can always smell
How
it first.
much did you pay for those?
Mm-hmm. But my wife and daughter are tiny. Even though I made a 2-man carry handle for those 5-gallon jugs of water, this might come in handy. Or if we go through our supply of stored water, we can always take a hike down to the stream that's not far from my house. It's clean water, and we can use that to pump it.
Pumps them out of there. That's what I do at the cabin.
Yeah.
Except I have a slightly larger pump to pump it 200 yards uphill, and I still fill up a 55-gallon drum in about 12 minutes.
There you go.
But,
and I don't
generator
know how
and a pool pump. Yeah.
I don't know how fast this will work, but I'm looking at doing a video about this one soon. But
How much
I'm
did
also
you pay for those pumps?
They were. I'll tell you accurately. Let's see here, just a minute. Okay, they were around $20 each, something like that.
That's fair price.
It's fair.
Yeah,
it's fair.
I mean, they're Amazon quality, so you get what you get.
Yeah, but this one here one's listed for oil or whatever, $15, $16.
Yeah, I think they're about 20, 25
That's
bucks
a fair
over
price.
AutoZone.
Yeah.
Like I said, AutoZone sells literally the exact same thing, only it's got clear plastic housing. But like I said, I think it's about 20 or 25. And then, of course, if you want to be cheap, and like I said, don't do this, but if you want to be cheap and go over to Harbor Freight and get you one for like $15, but it ain't gonna hold up for very long. I'll tell you that much.
One use.
Yeah. This
that'd
one
be
right
perfect.
here.
You know, like one of those, like I was talking about from Harbor Freight, would be perfect for that waste oil situation.
Yeah, that's how much. Steve, this one was about same price, about 18, less than $20, but it did the job. It transferred all that waste oil and transmission fluid out, and it still held together. So for a week or 2 of water transfer, I think we're going to be okay with that.
Yeah, think about the Harbor Freight ones. You want to like buy it and hang on to it. If you didn't test it and the first time you need it, it doesn't work, then what?
Yeah, that's why I'm
check
going to
them
do
seals.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to do a test video with one of these for pumping water, because I know this one should work, but we'll see. If it doesn't work, CR's not here. Mark, it's your fault. It's all your fault.
Okay, that's fine. I'm good.
Blame
I'll
the
take it.
goddamn raccoon.
Blame
the
the
aquatic
raccoon.
Blame the
So,
goddamn
you blame the aquatic ones all day long. I'm good with that.
And that's easy.
The irony of the aquatic raccoon cousins I have, most of them don't know how to swim.
Sons of bitches.
They just live in the water. But if they get over their paws, they drown because they don't know how to swim.
Well,
so they rely on
a shame.
flotation devices and boats and things. It's sad.
Yeah, the sons of bitches. Little invaders. Yeah, I'll do it. Like I said, I'll say it again. A video coming up with this one here. To me, something like this, I can make it work for. I'm not planning for the end of the world. I'm planning for if this and that happens, and this will span us through until we can get recovered. But yeah.
Oh, sweet! I didn't realize I was delivering to my bedroom doorstep.
Steve's talking off in the distance again.
I've also been looking into a yoke. You know what those are?
Yep.
You see it, yeah, for buckets of water.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I found a couple of them online. They're pretty spendy, but they're birch and they're sturdy. And a guy my age, 2-3 gallon buckets of water in a yoke, a lot better than trying to carry it in my hands. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually looked at purchasing one, but I've got like a really strong martial arts cane that is long enough I could hang two things on, but it wouldn't be as comfortable, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's around $100 for one of those yokes. I don't know if that's worth my time or if I should try to improvise something like that, you know.
I mean, if you can get a decent enough piece of wood,
yeah,
it's not an extremely difficult carving job. It's not like intricate or anything, but I'm just looking there. Old Town canoe carrying yoke, 36 inches, £34.95. There's a shout. Have a look at canoe shops, Bob, because this is for carrying canoes, and it's only £35, so that's about $60.
Yeah, I was looking at those already.
Oh, we've got an Amazon delivery. We've got a live unboxing.
Yeah, live unboxing.
There we go. What am I missing out here? What do you got there?
Bob,
I
put a link to a multi-use transfer pump for you in the private chat.
Okay.
Take a look. It cost $3.95 on Harbor Freight.
Oh, okay.
Is that one of the old style ones to yours, or is it one of the new ratchet style ones?
This one. I don't think this is a
twist and lock. Is it?
It's got a windlass on it. Look, I just know this thing cost me $35 for this. So I know this is going to be the real deal. It's not going to be the cheap little $5 movie prop one.
Yeah, there's I don't know if you guys get it over there, but there's a brand called Rhino Rescue.
No, I've never heard of that one.
I've never heard of that one. I've heard of Softy and
they're on Amazon. So if you've got them, you'll have them there.
This one actually is NSN listed, so this one actually is a military grade one. It's actually got a national stock number on it.
Oh, you got Rhino Rescue over there. You have on Amazon anyway. Well, I can't see the tourniquets. They do like little little packs. I've got one of the IFACs, which come
Oh,
with it and
this
stuff
one's
like that.
this one's North American Rescue. That's what this one is. I'm looking at the sticker now.
Yeah, and that's the one that popped up actually. Funnily enough, when I searched for it, yeah. Cat combat application.
I've probably got about a
Gen 7.
I've probably got about a dozen of these. The ones I just got done opening up.
Yeah, so we got a couple of like medical professionals that go to the prep and meets with us as well, and you can get some really dodgy tourniquets and stuff like that. So they're always getting the official ones. But he had a look over my Rhino Rescue one. He said that's a really good, solid piece of kit, kind of thing. So I was happy with that.
Yeah. I literally buy these one at a time because, like I said, they're $35, man. I can't because I'm gonna buy like 10 of these. Yeah, that's like $350. Or about, I guess, about 300 quid for you British folks.
Yeah.
To do the friggin' currency exchange rates.
Yeah, here's the yoke I was looking at before. It's made of poplar. It's a proper wooden yoke for carrying buckets of water or firewood or whatever. $196.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could probably find a good used canoe, a bad used canoe for like $20 and just cut the yoke out of the middle. Cause my canoe, I got a 16-foot Old Town and it's right in the middle. So it's balanced and it's got the yoke. It sits on my neck. My two hands go forward just to give it balance. And I carry that thing wherever. It weighs 90 pounds, but it's got a yoke built into it. It's a wooden yoke and it's probably maple or oak or something, but yeah, buy a cheap used canoe. You just have to cut it up and get rid of the rest of the canoe. Or you show up, say, I'll take the canoe. You run out there with a sawzall, handing money, cut the yoke off and run away and leave them with the canoe with no yoke.
I'll just go to my neighbor's yards with a sawzall. Hey, never mind, guys. It's okay. I just need this yoke.
Yeah, I just need the middle of your canoe. You're not using it anymore anyway. We know it.
Yeah, they want to use it for one summer, then they throw that shit in the backyard and leave it there,
Yep, like the swimming pool and the trampoline and everything else.
Leave
all
it there
that other
rot.
shit. Yeah, that's all they do, dude. I see it all the time in the suburbs here. Oh, Herman, let's get a boat. We can take the kids out on a power boat. And they use it once, and it sits in the driveway for 15 years until they sell it to the junk man,
Now they put it in the paper, paid $30,000 new, asking $25,000. It's 10 years old and has mold growing in the bottom. Really, dude?
Really? Yeah.
Well, or in Bob's case, it probably got like lichens and shit growing on it because there's so much moisture and humidity over there.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, the rain here, same with the UK. The rain and the constant wet.
Well, not right now. Not right now
everything.
because Mike and them, they're going through a drought. So,
Yeah. Did you see? I don't know if you'll have seen my live. I'm going to put two images up, one after the other, if you can put them on the screen, Shadow, to give you guys an idea. So that's the first one. That's the usual satellite view of the UK. So you can see the colouring there. And then that was 2 months ago. And this is more recent. I think this is about a week ago now. This is how that same picture looks now.
Yeah, it's end of summer, Mike. It's probably pretty normal.
No, this isn't normal for us.
That's smoke.
Definitely not.
That's smoke.
Yeah, it's doing its Australian outback impression right now.
Oh, that's it. Australia's revenge.
Australia's revenge.
Blame them damn Australians.
It's a kangaroo invasion. There ain't no raccoons down there.
Yeah, I don't remember a summer like this yet. We've had hot summers, we've had stuff like that, but I've never seen it as dry. And our weather apps are all lying to us. So I've got a conspiracy theory on that, but nobody believes me. So.
And
there's a chance of rain today. Oh wait, we didn't get any, but there's a chance.
This is the reason why you've been talking about the El Niños, right?
Super El Nino, yeah. So I've got a weather app here at the moment. It says it's going to rain all next week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Which you think, great, I can actually revive my garden. but you click on one of them and there's no rain on the day. You click on another one, there's rain for 10 minutes at one point on that day.
Chance of rain.
Yeah.
And that's at 2 a.m. for about 8 minutes.
Yeah. It's not going to be enough. Either way, we know it's already affected the harvest and people are going to need to stockpile food.
Oh boy, yeah.
I think you should all start canning cowboy candy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to can some real candy. Somebody over there, I know it's expensive to ship stuff, but if anyone
here's what, you know what? There's a food you can in the UK that guarantees hardly anybody's going to steal it from you. Bacon candy.
Bacon candy?
I think.
Well, the newly arrived raccoons to the United Kingdom won't eat it.
Yeah, they won't eat it. Yeah, they don't like bacon. Those aquaphobic whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just water bath canning there then?
Yeah, this is just because it's a high acid, so it's water bath. Now, don't get me wrong. I got four all-American pressure canners, but I use them for whatever. I use it for water bath because it's thick aluminum, so it holds the heat longer. So it doesn't. I don't lose the boil when I drop stuff in. But no, I got two. Well, I'm not going to pan around everywhere in here, but here I'll bring one of them over. Oh, they're in a stack here. Like literally, I have the leaning tower of canners in my kitchen. So there's my there's one of the big ones. I got two of these. These are the 930, the all-American 930s. I got two of these and then two 925s, which the 925 I can double stack pints or single stack quarts. The 930s I can triple stack pints, which I've never had to do, or double stack quarts. So I can fit 14 quarts in the big ones. And I had two of them running the other day. The two big ones, I've never done that. But I did chicken broth. I got my hands on a 40-pound case of chicken backs and a lot of meat still on it from one of the local butchers. And I just threw it in the oven, roasted it off. And one of them was just straight broth, bone broth. The other one, I added onions and celery and carrots and peppercorns. And that one's beautiful. And that one, that's like soup broth, a little bit of salt, and you're good. But I did 60 some odd quarts. Well, not quarts, they were a pint and a half. So like 60, whatever, like 40 quarts of chicken broth.
I mean, the difference in just canning and getting the stuff you need for that and getting a pressure canner is like 4 or 5 times the expense. So what's the fundamental difference? Why would I need a pressure canner over just a normal water bath canner?
So what water bath, see, and this is the difference between the US and Europe. In the U.S., the federal guidelines and all that, you need the pressure canner because water bath brings it up to boiling 100 C. That's it. So you can, and that's all anybody used to do before pressure canners were a thing, is water bathing, like high acid things like tomatoes, pickles with vinegar, stuff like that. You didn't have to go very long, like, 10, 15 minutes. Jellies are like 12 minutes, depending on the size of your jar. But if you wanted to do like beef stock, low acid stuff, 3 hours. At a rolling boil to guarantee you killed the bacterias. And that's how that is. I mean, that's ironically in Europe, everybody water baths for 3 hours, but you can't just put it in for like 20 minutes and then pull it out and the lid goes ding. Oh, it must be sealed and cured. No, it's not. You just played the physics game there because as air cooled, it caused a little vacuum in there, but your food is going to grow within a week or 2 or a month. All the lids are going to blow off because there's bacteria still in there that didn't die in the heat. Wasn't hot long enough. So that's why pressure canning is great. You bring the pressure, the gauge on the pressure canner. It's a pressure temperature gauge. It's a pressure gauge, but you can, I can put that. This one's still hot, but you can see it. So when it gets up to 10 PSI, it's 240 degrees. And I don't care what altitude you're at. When it gets up to 15 PSI, it's at 250 degrees. So about it's like it's about 10, 11 degrees for every 5 pounds. So, and my altitude, I do it at 10 PSI. So it's at 240 degrees under, of temperature. So it's not 212 or 100 C. It's more like 110 or 115 C. So, but that's guarantees you're killing stuff. So if you've heard boil water alerts, It's like, oh, this water main break, boil water for 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes at a rolling boil to kill any potential pathogens that wound up in your water supply. Okay, that works. But with food canning and food preservation, no, there's a science behind it.
So I'm probably gonna sound really dumb here. I've got a normal pressure cooker. Is that the same thing?
No. Because the pressure canner has a gauge, and the newer, I'll say new, like the last 55 years or 60, have a weight that goes on. Where's my lid? Hold on. So on the I don't want to put this on the glass and break it. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Camera, here it is. So the gauge is here. Over here is a little pin. It's a little vent. Yeah. And I keep my weight on a string, and the weight has 3 measurements on it: 15 psi, 10. There's 3 different holes in it. And so I put it on 10. So I put the string on the opposite side. So I put it on the 10 pound. So when it gets up to about 11 psi, it starts to jiggle and it lets steam out. So it holds the pressure in there until it gets up to a point, and then the shape of the pinhole inside there is what allows the steam to escape, and it'll maintain it at about 11, unless your heat's too high, in which case it'll still climb, which happened to me the other night. But I was pressure cooking in it, my chicken, and I came in here. The thing was at 15 psi with a 10-pound weight on it, and there was steam just blow. I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna blow. And I don't need chickens. I don't need 250-degree chicken stock flying all over her. So I just shut the heat off and walked away for like 15 minutes and prayed. And it came back, but that was just stock, so I wasn't worried about hurting the food. I didn't burn it. But no, that's why. I mean, pressure and there's gauges and that. The old ones used to have a spring-loaded vent, and you just watch the gauge. Yeah, those you really couldn't. You don't want to walk away from any of them. But you get it up to 10 pounds or whatever, and then you adjust your heat accordingly to keep it about 10. Anything over 10 is fine for your altitude. The minimum is 10. So you can do it at 15 if you want. You still have to do the time. And the times vary. Like if I do meat, I'll dice up beef. I'll cook it first for our beef stew, and no flour, just like beef vegetable soup. Put it in a jar. That goes in for 90 minutes in a quart. Right. So it's an hour and a half, but that's after it reaches pressure. You start the timer, and then when you shut the canner off, it takes a good half hour or more for that pressure to come down. If you just open the lid or take the vent off, all your food will blow out of the jars because the pressure's now inside the jar with the lid mostly sealed on it. So it's a physics.
You got to let that happen slowly. Yeah.
Yep, it has to naturally come down. And then when it gets to 0, you take the weight off and make sure you put your finger over the pin. Make sure, and mine will get to the point it'll actually go negative inside. It'll start to create a vacuum, and I'll pull it off. My finger sticks to it. I'm like, okay, and I'll let the pressure go back in, and it equalizes it. And then I'll take I'll undo the lid and just rotate it and lift it up a little bit and let it continue to cool down. Because if you pull that off too quick with broth, you'll siphon out. Like literally, I had jars that I went to pull it out, and all of a sudden it just puked. I mean, out from under the edge of the lid, it just, I got fluid running back into I'm like, okay. So I put the lid back on, let the rest sit for a bit, pulled it out too soon, and I pulled out too quick. And
never had that problem.
Yeah, well, just quick.
Kids,
no, anyway.
No, it's something I really want to do because it's the most expensive thing. Like if I want to get some freeze-dried beef or chicken in the UK, it costs me a fortune. If I could can beef stew, stuff like that.
Now the flavors are, and not everybody admits it, but I'll admit it. The flavors are a little different. So I mean, you've eaten like canned, I don't know, Dinty Moore, like beef stew. It has its own flavor. When you can, like I canned just chicken breast. I put it raw in the jars. That was the thing. I did raw packs. I did it raw in the jars, let it cook in a jar. Plus it did the time and all that. And when I opened it up, it smelled like a can of tuna fish. And tuna, it has its own odor because you're trapping all the enzymes and stuff in there for the most part. And but once you open it, let it vent for when it sit on the counter for a little bit, that smell goes away. But I got used to not liking that flavor, so I don't like to can raw meats anymore. I'll cook it. If I make like chicken soup, I'll throw the chicken. I won't overcook it. I just make it the way I like it, throw it in the jars, and, watch your vegetables and stuff. Certain vegetables, potatoes will just break down to nothing. You throw those in raw. And yeah, I'll put in the equal parts, whatever, and throw the lids on it. And there's, inch from the top, and there's times and how much you put in and all that stuff and how tight you make the jar lids. But for you, pressure canners over there are just prohibitively expensive.
I'm looking at one at the moment.
Yeah. I bet you an All-American over there is probably like 900 euros or more.
This is £171.29, but I don't know the brand.
Look up Presto. Just put in Presto pressure canner. That's like the standard over here. All-American's like the Cadillac. Not that I could afford Cadillacs. I got lucky on all these, but that's another story.
25 liter. No, that's 23 quart stainless steel. 130
Presto.
Quid. Presto, yeah.
Presto. That's not too bad.
Induction pressure canner. So that's an induction.
Induction. What, for an induction stove?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, mine are just thick aluminum.
Is All American a brand then?
Yeah, All American is
Yeah, it's a
brand. Wisconsin Foundry or something used to be called. Yeah, put an All American canner. That's all you got to do. And oh yeah, you can probably get them on Amazon. I mean, over here, the 930 that I have, 2 of them they're like $450 each now. Over there, probably double that, if not more, with tariffs. If you can even find it.
Is that the brand, or is it just saying?
No,
it? I don't know if it's.
I'm saying
this advert says 25 liter pressure canner cooker and All American pressure canners for canning, as part of the wording. I don't know if they're trying to pull.
Do they show a picture of it?
Shows a picture of it. Yeah.
The picture would have like 6 black plastic handles on top. It looks like a submarine door, a hatch.
Oh no, this is just 2.
No, this is.
Yeah,
they're playing on words to get you to buy theirs.
Yeah, I'll have a look around.
Yeah,
I'll have a look around. I might email you a few links saying, is this any good at some point?
Yeah, whatever. Email it or throw it in the. I go on. Throw it in a message on. Whatchamacallit?
Discord. Yeah.
Discord. Yeah, that's it.
I need to get on Discord. I haven't been on Discord in years.
I only joined. I was on it a long time ago. Couldn't remember anything. I'm like, screw it, just make a new one. I got on it and I can chat with Mike and all them. And then I'm on my daughter's husband's for his video game just to see what's going on there. But then I got on 2 more. I can't chat unless I prove who I am. I'm like, huh? Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not chatting on Doomsday Queen's chatter. Because I'm not going through that of here's a picture of my photo ID. No, stick it.
Here's my inside leg measurement. Please let me in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all that canning and things like that. For me, Mike, it's all situational. Chef's got the tools, experience, all that. I don't have the tools. I don't have the experience. I did when I was a child, but Mom's gone,
Yeah.
So for me, the way I put away food is go to the supermarket, get 2 or 3 extra cans every trip to the supermarket, and just sock it away. Just put it away.
That's what I've got at the moment. And so I've created an app for people to organize their prepper pantry and stuff. Which is currently going through all the player loopholes before it becomes available on the store for people to download. But it works out the food, and I've done mine. I've done everything but the canned fruit, so all the savory, none of the sweets, and I've got 101 days worth of food for the family in canned goods.
There you go.
Good.
So,
good.
Based on calories, based on 2,000 calories a day. So if you rationed, that's even more stuff like that.
I don't want to talk live on how much food I probably have stored away.
I want to do the canning because the goal is land. And if I'm creating food, I would hate to see it go to waste. I want to learn the canning now. So when it comes to it, if I harvest a load of stuff and it's going to last a week and there's no way we're going to eat it, I want to be able to preserve that,
And canning, you're basically cooking it. It's in a can. So like hard vegetables, yes. Zucchini, no, you can't. Everybody's like, you can zucchini. I'm like, yeah, knock yourself out. Turns to mush. I mean, certain things you just can't can. You can mix it in other stuff. You're fine. Mostly fruits and that. I do lots of jellies and broths and soups. I love doing soup, like pea soup. I make ham and pea soup and can the hell out of that. I got jars of that everywhere. We love it. It's our recipe. So we do what we like, and we just go with whatever time it equates to, whatever's in it.
That's the benefit, right? Because if I get a can of Irish stew, some of the family will turn up the nose because they don't like this or they don't like that.
Right.
But if I make a stew and I know what everyone doesn't like, I can make something I know they're all going to eat, you know.
Exactly. And you make it, does everybody like this? Great. And you can. Now it will change flavor slightly in the jar when under pressure for 90 minutes or whatever time it is. Then you open the jar up, always heat it first, smell it, make sure it still smells good because, yes, things can go bad. And, then dump it in the pot, heat it up 5 minutes just to make sure anything that might have survived through is now dead anyway, and you're good to go. Although I eat stuff right out of the jar. I really don't. I'm not worried about it. I just open the jar and eat it.
Yeah, I need to think of something because our food inflation is going up through the roof as well. So
yep, here too.
Yeah, and the one that's baffled me at the moment is I'm going to do a little short video on it. And you know what corned beef is?
Oh yeah, I got lots of corned beef. I love canned corned beef. I'm addicted to canned corned beef.
Yeah, that's up to £4.10 a can, a 300-gram can.
Around here, just average for Libby's is like $3.50, $4 a can. It's been that way for a bit.
How big's the can though?
I don't know what your standard can. The funny shaped can where you got the old church key on there. You rotate it and pop the end and you cut yourself.
This is what baffles me. It used to be the cheapest meat, right? It's why my childhood was mostly corned beef because that's the meat my parents could afford at the time. Now, a can of corned beef will cost me £4.10. A pack of 5% fat minced beef with 350 grams, or even more in weight, will cost me £3.12. So
that's because it didn't go through the pickling process or the corning.
Yeah. It's just insane.
Now, most of the corned beef, even Libby's and that, the stuff I bought from Lidl is from Brazil. I think it's from Brazil. And I tried it. I was like, tastes good to me. So I got like a bunch of cans of that downstairs. And the good news is the shelf life on it after I buy it's like 4 more years. I'm like, yeah, we're good. So I'll rotate through it slowly because every now and then I get a hankering. 1 can will last me like, 2 meals. Maybe.
I'm just looking, you can make your own corned beef.
The Filipinos in my house eat a lot of Argentine corned beef. It smells like garbage to me, but you can eat it.
Yeah, it smells like dog food. It smells like Alpo. Yep.
Yeah.
No. Corned beef and potato ash. That was my childhood.
Yeah. I can eat it.
I do that. I do it for my wife. She's like, she wants, corned beef hash and eggs. I was like, fine. I have corned beef hash in cans. I'm like, I'll save that one. I just grab a can of corned beef, throw some onions in a pot, finally mince a bunch of raw potatoes, throw it in there, let them cook a little bit, throw the corned beef in there. It's greasy as hell. And stir it up, let it brown on each side a little bit, throw it on a plate for her. She's like, I love this. This is so good. I'm like, it's cheap corned beef with potatoes.
I do exactly the same, but throw in 2 beef stock cubes as well to make it a bit more beefy.
A little more salty.
Yeah.
We've also got my best friend recommended a good he's a black guy, and some of the black guys, some of them that I know are the best in cooking, far better than they got better taste buds than us white people do. I'm going to be honest. So he recommended a cooking sauce for me, and then we also have things like Mrs. Dash. It's a cooking spice, a combo of spices. So you can take any garbage food and dress it up a little bit, and it'll fill your gut and keep you going.
That's what your prep you want to have herbs and spices, but just remember once they're open, and even the ones that aren't open, herbs don't last forever. I mean, the odor. If you open, I used to do this to my mom. She had the little McCormick metal cans without a barcode on it in her drawer for like 20, 30 years. And I'm like, oh, do you have ground thyme? Oh, yeah, it's in the drawer. I open it up. I'm like, okay. And then I would pull out ground oregano and then ground parsley or whatever. And I'd be like, hey, do me a favor, smell this. What do you think? And she's like, oh, that smells fine. I was like, is that thyme? She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, no, it's not. It's oregano. I said, smell this one. What is this one? Oh, that smells like thyme. No, that one's parsley. Mom, they all smell the same now. They don't do anything anymore.
They decomposed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
they
you,
decompose because it's
compost. Yeah.
Could you
Yeah.
vacuum pack them and last
Yes.
longer that way?
I do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I dehydrate them or freeze dry it, and then I throw it in a jar and throw in oxygen. Oxygen kills it. Moisture gets into it and just decompose. It doesn't. It can make it rotten. It just makes it not good anymore. And you may or may not get sick from it, but the flavor's gone. So, I do that with a lot of my stuff. I'll buy some jars of herbs and stuff, and that are cheaper. I get because I spent so much money somewhere, and I throw it in a vacuum chamber bag and throw it in my vacuum chamber sealer, and suck all the air out of it.
Well, worst case scenario, I've got 10 kilos of salt. So worst case.
Yeah, I was
scenario.
gonna say salt and pepper are your best friend. Pepper really doesn't degrade. Everything else is an add-on. So
be right back.
Well, don't forget that that pink Himalayan salt goes off after a year after you bought it from the supermarket.
Oh yeah.
According to the stamp.
The salt I have in my grinder here, that expired 16 years ago.
Yeah.
You can tell it turned darker pink.
Lasted for thousands of years.
Millions of years. It expires tomorrow.
Yeah. I was gonna say Bob brought up Mrs. Dasher's, another one that it's a Louisiana based seasoning. It's called Slap Your Mama's. It's actually pretty good.
McCormick comes out with fun ones every now and then. I bought one called jalapeno popper seasoning. It actually is great making it as a dip. Sour cream and mayonnaise mixed together. Add some of that. That's it. It's like let it sit for a day, like the old onion dip. You can eat it right away, but it's crunchy. But if you let it sit overnight, oh yeah, then it's the best. All the flavors get in there. I did that. Oh, I will kill an entire pint of sour cream with a head of celery, just eating the dip because it's that good. It's scary.
It's making me hungry now.
CR's gone. I got to make somebody hungry.
CR is always hungry.
Bring lids.
I've got to do some more cooking soon. I've got some prepper recipes to do, videos.
Great. My kitchen's a mess. I brought in my entire sleeve of lids, and I can't find it. Don't make me open another one.
It's bad times when steak is cheaper than corned beef.
Right, now I'm annoyed. I literally shouldn't have taken the paper out of it. I have a sleeve of pint lids. I brought in and I put down, and now I can't find it.
Isn't that funny how that?
Oh wait, there it is. Got it. It was underneath. It was underneath my Oreo cookie.
Camouflaged as cookies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are they? You break your teeth on these.
So, Shadow, this was your topic tonight.
Yeah.
Because of your living location and situation, do you have anything that you grow or indoors, or do you plan to do anything? How's that work for you?
I live in an apartment, so
But you can do like aquaponics, right?
Hydroponic. Aquaponic is the step over the hydroponic.
Yeah. So, have you thought of growing anything? Is it possible?
Yeah, I have been thinking of to get a hydroponic system.
You can get those little ones. My wife has one. But how much space do you have in the apartment to do it? What happened? Oh, my battery's running low. Oh, crap.
Okay. I got this pump assembled, and I'll do an ops check right here on Shadows Live. let me move the camera down a little bit, right down to about there. Yeah, I got clean water in the cooking pot and then just wastewater right here. So let's ops check this thing and see if anything works or doesn't work.
Shadow, do you have enough space in your? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Do you have enough space in your apartment to do anything more than the tabletop units? I know you're limited on space there.
Well, we have quite limited space, so yeah, I don't. And we have 2 cats, so they will basically probably ruin it. So
You'll have it. You'll have those in a room and close the door, and the cats will be mad because they've had access to that room forever.
Worst case scenario, Bob, you've got a budget jacuzzi bubble maker.
Yeah, right now that's all it's doing is making bubbles. It's not working, but I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say what I usually do when I've got those pumps is like for the hose that's on the siphoning end, I usually stick like a piece of stiff wire, like a piece of coat hanger or something to hold that piece of hose straight, because the tip of it likes to curl over and it starts drawing air, and then you lose your prime, and then it doesn't pump too good.
Is that self-priming?
Yeah, I mean, this is it's not a complex machine. There's no check valves or anything like that. It's just for transferring liquid. That's all it is. Well, it's working I know you guys can't see it because it's not up close, but yeah, it's working. It's transferring water. Yeah, intake is from the top, and then ejection is out of the bottom. No check valves or anything complicated, but I don't know how much was in probably a half a gallon of water within a minute or so. I don't know.
No, I was asking, did you add hose clamps to that?
They came with these, but I have plenty of time to. I'm probably what I'm going to do, Steve, is buy a larger coil of the same ID hose and add more hose to it. So on both ends.
No,
because I want to be able to. I want to basically be able to walk down to the stream at my house or near my house and pump water out of the stream into a bucket, put the bucket on a yoke, and carry it back to my house.
Yeah, check your lift capacity, because like certain it'll tell you the lift capacity in that diameter hose, because waterways has weight. It'll only lift it up like 6 feet, 8 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet. So you might have to go with a smaller diameter tubing, just reduce it down, but test it. I mean, go out in your backyard, sit on the deck, put your bucket up on top of something, and put another bucket on the ground and see how high you can pull water from.
Yeah.
You can also get an end for the hose that looks like a little rattlesnake end that pre-filters that water, so you don't pick any silt up if you're doing it from a river.
Yeah.
You don't want bits in the pump.
It emptied out that in just a minute or two. But yeah, there's some improvements to be made on it, I can tell already. But I'll get to it. I mean, I was a hydraulics
for the price point, Bob. It looks spot on.
Well, it works. For $20, it should be. I mean, I don't plan for the nuclear war and everyone dies. I plan for, oh shit, okay, our stored water is empty. Let's grab a rifleman and we go down to the creek while somebody stands guard while one of us pumps water into a couple of buckets and then take it back to the house.
Yeah.
But I'll make some improvements on it, and I'll document it for anyone who's out there who was interested in getting something like this, because I think it's, especially if you got a small wife or kids in your house, reduce the weight so they can manage by themselves. If you may be out doing this and that, or you may be dead or injured, and make stuff so that the smaller people can maintain themselves.
You should pick up, instead of a 5-gallon bucket, because they're heavy, 50, 40 pounds or whatever. Get a couple of those 2-gallon food buckets.
Yeah,
they pump and everything would probably fit in there.
They sell them at Walmart.
Yep.
People buy the water preps and they don't think about the weight a lot, like you say, Bob, because something like this, it looks the right color, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it looks brilliant. It's got a little tap on it and stuff like that. just that unit full, my missus struggles to pick that up.
So same with mine. Same with
Yeah.
mine. I mean, I made a tool, Mike, for a 2-man lift for a 5-gallon jug, but even in the good times, my wife and daughter would still be struggling to pick up a 5-gallon jug at a 2-man carry. They're going to be straining, you know. So this is an option where they don't have to pick it up. They can pump it into a bucket and carry it down to the kitchen.
You know what, Bob? You might have to start stocking up some Wheaties at your place.
Yeah, Asian style Wheaties. You know how to convert a tiny Asian lady into a strong white woman or something.
They have those in Taiwan. They're called seaweedies. Okay, you can fire me now.
yeah, you're dude, you're under the freaking bridge fired, man.
This is why I make the sofa survivalists, because my mental humor just comes out of nowhere, and I just make the shit up as I go.
Yeah,
you can learn a lot from other countries as well, Bob, with stuff like that. Because I mean, we've got a couple. Have you ever seen the like they're almost like bean bags, but they put them in the microwave and they're warm, and they can put them around there.
Certainly.
So I tested one of them. It curls up on the head, and you can put a heavy weight. And she could carry a bucket of water on her head like they do in other countries.
That's
easily.
how she grew up. That's how she grew up, Mike. Yeah, they go down to the communal pump and put a bucket of water on her head and walk it back to her house, you know. But I'm looking at a yoke, or because with a yoke, I mean, let's face it, we got far more people in the United States than Canada or UK or Sweden. Far more people, and you get desperate situations. You're going to want to be carrying some protection with you. So put a yoke around your neck and got your buddy in your other hand, and you're good to go. You know?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go dump this water out, and we'll allow this pump to air dry.
No worries.
So what brand of water container is that, Mike?
This is Temu brand.
Oh, okay. And
because it's exactly that. It's a water container. If it had a filter on, I would have not bought it from Temu.
How many gallons does that hold? US gallons.
Or liters.
US gallons. So it's I think it's 20 liters. So what was that?
That'd
be about
3.78 liters per US gallon.
Right. Okay. So yeah.
It's like,
is it 20 liters? I'll have to check how big it is. I can't even remember.
You said 20 liter?
Yeah.
3.7.
It's like 5 gallons, give or take.
Yeah, a little over 5 gallons, about 5.25.
This one is purely a convenience camping one. So I've got loads of water.
Is it blue? Is it
no?
Water
It's
safe?
black. It's black.
No. It's British military green.
Oh, military green.
No. So this is not for long-term water storage. I've got water storage in other places. This is purely for convenience and camping because it comes with the tap valve on there, so I can fill it, carry it there, and I can just stand it on the side.
Those Canadian Reliance brand ones, and I'm not talking about the Aquatainers. I'm talking about their smaller cousins, which is also made by the same company. They've got one. It's called the Beverage Buddy. It's 4 US gallons.
All right. Okay. I mean, I like the. I'd love the idea of the Lifesaver jerry can, but they cost a fortune.
You tell me the Reliance stuff's gonna cost you guys a fortune? I mean, that stuff's made in Canada. I thought there wasn't supposed to be any sort of VAT tax from Canada.
What's the brand called? Say again. Reliance.
It's Canadian. It's a Canadian-based company. All their stuff they sell is made in Canada, and they sell it here in the U.S.
£60 on Amazon for a 7-gallon unit.
God dang, that's like $20 here.
Yeah, so we're looking,
25 tops if you're going to a retail store that's charging a little extra.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like food grade barrels and stuff like that. I've got 175 liter water butt, blue barrel. I've got a normal garden water butt, which is 220 liters, and then I've got loads of bottled water.
There's my finished product.
Right.
Right on. Yeah, I've got tap water stored in 5-gallon containers. Water isn't a big concern here, but we've got a stream not too far away from here where I could walk down if we had to and carry a couple of buckets back and boil it.
Yeah. But like we said in the past, part of the reason why you would store water is either the water you have in your area could either A, get contaminated, or B, like we were trying to explain to Slingshot a few months ago, the whole point of having water on hand is that way you're not having to go and get it.
Yeah, putting yourself in risk here.
Yep, that's very true.
And that's the mindset. It's like you can say you need to store some water. Well, I got a couple bottles. Well, that's not enough. Well, I'll just go get some. I'll go take it from somebody. I'll go down to the local stream and I'll go buy a filter. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It's not gonna happen. Have you ever tried it? You ever practiced it? You go down there and actually like put some of that water in a white glass dish and look and see what's floating around in there.
The next thing you know, you got a fuck stick. Sorry for my language. You got a fuck stick just like that knocking on your door or trying to kick your door down to get your
I'm sick. I need medicine. What happened? I drank water. It's like, well, that was your fault.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's going to help our population problem in SHTF.
Yeah.
But you guys know I've been abroad quite a few times, and I will tell you from experience that the aquatic raccoons have a different digestive system than we do. They can drink right out of their own piss bucket and get up and keep walking because they're immune to that kind of shit. We're not. Keep that in mind, man. Yeah. I got water sick overseas. Hey, baby, it ain't fun. They can drink it. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Montezuma's revenge.
Oh boy, yeah, nothing like it. Don't want to do it again. All right.
Nope. You may as well sleep on the toilet for a full night. I've been there.
Mm-hmm. Or you could just eat. You could just eat lettuce shredded in the United States in the same place.
What's that? You broke up in the middle of
that. No, that bacteria we had running around in the lettuce that they shut down. Taco Bell not shut down. Yeah, it's still running around now. It's not in lettuce anymore. It's in other things. And they just don't want. They're just destroying all the produce companies now.
Blackberries or something like that.
Yep. Don't eat fruits. Don't eat vegetables. Stay away from the store. They don't tell you to grow your own, but they'll tell you what you can't eat.
Don't have your 5 a day.
I'm still waiting for the video on the Wallapeenies for the clinically insane.
Shadow. Darren Dobson's got a question for you, and he's asking if you're still doing weekly premieres.
Well, I don't. I'm still exhausted, so I don't have the energy for it yet. But I hope I will get it to my regular Wednesdays again. So I was totally exhausted. So
I'm just sat here looking around thinking, where the hell is all this going to fit in my car?
I thought you had like a 15-passenger van because of the size of your family.
And I picked up a 7-seater car, but this was really easy because we were going to this prep and meet. So I grabbed my bug out bag and a tent and my bed, and that was it. And that was going to throw in the car. I'd be off I go. But I'm taking the 2 young boys now. So they're 11 and 9-year-olds. So it's a completely different packing shit dynamic.
Got a roof rack on that thing?
Yeah, and I've got a roof box if I can get the clamps for it without Amazon ripping me off.
Can't use like ratchet straps.
I could, but I'd rather get the clamp. I saw the little U clamps that go underneath, hold the box to the bars. Amazon sold them in sets of 4 and stuff like that, loads of them. And I was going through and I sort by reviews. I always sort by customer reviews, right? So the best reviewed one was at the top and it was around the same price as the rest of them. So I clicked on that and bought it. And when it arrived, it was 1.
Ooh, 1 clamp.
4. It was 1 clamp and it was the same price as the sets of 4. So I was like fuming. So I've said that return it and stuff like that. But
you can't go by reviews because, you know, farms. It's got 9,000 5-star reviews. It's like, how long has it been on the market for? An hour. Oh, that many people got it in 1 hour and got 9,000. Yeah, okay, bot farm.
I think I'm just going to go to our local Halfords, which is like an auto center store. Pick some up there.
Hey, modify a muffler clamp or something.
I mean, worst case scenario, I will just throw 2 ratchet straps over the top of it. It's going to stay, right?
Just drill holes right into the roof of your car and bolt it through. Nobody will know.
Yeah, make it a permanent attachment.
Just put a little silicone on there so it doesn't leak water when it's raining. Oh, wait, you don't have to worry about that for a while.
We do. Did you not hear there's 10 minutes of rain in a few nights' time?
Yeah. I didn't tell you they're not 10 in a row. It rained, it stopped.
Got that thing hanging up there right now. Air drying.
Oh, okay.
I hope it makes a lot of people think though, because obviously, like Bob's in a similar environment, rain-wise, to the UK kind of thing.
Yeah,
and we take that for granted. And I know a lot of preppers are like, "Yeah, I'm just going to do rainwater collection. I'm just going to do rainwater collection." Imagine if it was SHTF and we had this 6-week drought.
Well, yeah, I mean,
rainwater to collect.
Look at what we're dealing with right now in Texas. We had one good rain like 2 nights ago, like one solid good rain. And we had probably about 4 or 5 weeks of just nothing but dry. Like we hadn't had a decent rain since right around 4th of July. That was the last time we had any good rain.
Here on the East Coast, it rains here. It's raining in Pennsylvania like every other day for like an hour or 2. I mean, my grass is huge. I don't have any of those issues out here, but that's the East Coast. If you look at the weather maps, like we keep getting this train of clouds and storms coming down from like, I don't know, middle of the country. Coming out of Canada.
Yeah, but
damn Canucks.
Yeah, I tell you guys, like what Joris brought up a moment ago, store water and food so you don't have to go out. And that day that Slingshot was on my live, I don't think there's any convincing of anyone to get ready and be able to shelter in place. I don't think it's possible unless it's from their own experience. That might be the only thing that wakes people up. It
just happened. It's the instant knee-jerk reaction. That's what they're used to.
Yeah,
they're not used to doing something ahead of time. Like, did you study all week for this test? Nah, I just cram in the night before. I mean, that's where similar, not the same, but they wait. Oh, I'll just wait for what? Well, if I'll see it come, the news will tell me, I'll see it coming. Oh, okay, you're going to run the store with everybody else? Yeah, I'm going to run the store with everybody else and buy water and stuff. Yeah, okay, you do that.
And I'll be sitting in my front assaulted. You get physically assaulted when you go into the store. Then you'll learn. Yeah.
Well, and like my argument too to these people is like, when they'll say when they try to steel man the argument, say, oh yeah, I'll see it coming. No, you won't. You won't see a CME coming. You won't see an EMP strike coming.
Nope.
You'll wake up one day and everything will just stop working.
Most of them didn't see C-19 coming, even though it was all over the news and spreading like wildfire. It was still not coming, and it still never affected them till it did.
What I've been through martial law in the Philippines. I didn't see it coming. I mean, here it is, dude. I'm surrounded by soldiers and fucking more machine guns I ever saw in my whole life. That's one of my experiences. And then 2 was the 2020 riots in my area. I didn't see it coming, but fortunately I had shit set up in my house so we could get through it. But I've made improvements. I sat there at night with a notepad making improvements, taking notes in the dark with a Coleman lantern burning over my head on a hook and thing that I made. People don't see it. And I don't think you can convince anyone until they've lived through it and they've gone hungry or thirsty. I don't think there's any way you can convince people.
They don't want to be convinced. They don't want to be convinced. No. They want to live in the naive little bubble.
Yeah.
Somebody jumped onto my live at the end of it, towards the end of it the other night, and said, "Oh, this is all doom and gloom. Just turn off the news and do something else." I'm like, why would you remove the information source? I don't. It's just it makes no sense.
Turn off the news. Do something else. Go play your video game. Wait. Oh, look, another TikTok short.
Yeah. Now, granted, guys, I don't watch the news. I only just a little bit of local news. That's it. But I'm at the point right now where we could come in here and sustain ourselves for quite a while. Then we'll be all right, hopefully, unless we get burned out or flooded out. But I've got provisions made, so all I got to do is grab a couple things, throw it in the car, and we're gone. We're out of here, But that takes forward thought. That takes looking ahead and thinking ahead.
Yeah, and that's the problem. People don't want to think ahead.
No, they certainly don't. I don't think there is any way of convincing them unless it's their own practical experience. Yeah.
See,
sorry, go on.
I was going to say, the thing is like, I know when shit hits the fan over here, the one person I'm kind of buddy with, we're not going to be buddy for very long. He's going to hate my guts because I'm not going to help him. And I'm not going to help his family. I'm just not. It's like, it's not my responsibility. Dude, you got all this food. Yeah, damn right I got all this food. You know how long
I have all this food,
you know how long it took me to acquire all this shit? It took me 10 years. I've been doing
this. They don't see that. It's like going to the mechanic. It's why you have to charge me so much. Well, look at all the equipment. Well, you already have all that equipment. They don't care that you had to buy it over time and finance it. Well, you already have it. Why do you have to charge me $150 an hour to hook up a computer? You already have the computer. This is the mindset that we're in. Yeah. You already have it. Why do you have to charge me for something? It's like, then you go buy it. Well, I can't afford it, but you already have it. See, they don't see the reality of it. It's weird.
Here's one thing that keeps me motivated and keeps me going: getting new stuff, test it out, make sure it works, label it, and store it. One thing in particular: look how many home invasions are happening right now. Right now. Just to get drug money. Can you imagine that you add 2 million of your neighbors doing the same thing?
Oh, that's
hunger will change a person. Hunger will change a person.
Absolutely.
Seeing your own kids hungry will change a person and make them
that's
do
that's
things
the thing. That's the thing that my one neighbor doesn't understand, and like I try explaining it to him. It's like, oh, when the new kids, I'll just go out there and just, flip a big old middle finger up to the mushroom clouds. Like, it's not going to be that. What's really going to happen is there's going to be, the power grid is just going to one day stop working. It's just stop. That's what's going to happen. Then water's going to stop. Then sewer's going to stop. And then people are going to be going to the stores and buying food, and before you know,
they can't because there's no power, and nobody knows how to use stickers and scanners and calculators anymore because my scanner doesn't work. We're closed.
Or they'll just break into the store and just strip, just loot the store and strip the shelves.
Exactly.
But what he doesn't understand is like, you've got 2 kids. You say all this stuff. I'd rather jump a motorcycle off a ramp into a tornado while flipping the bird or whatever. All this crazy stuff that he keeps saying. It's like, yeah, you're saying that now, but when your kids are hungry and they're looking at you in your eyes, are you going to be this gung-ho? Or are you going to be, well, you know what? It's time for me to be Mr. Tough Guy.
Here's one thing, and this happens to me. It used to happen to me before I started thinking about this, but, being an auto tech, I start the car up, and if I unfortunately start to think about it, you start to think about the 4,000 moving parts with friction and lubrication it takes to get you to just go to the store. And you got to stop thinking about it. Then I start driving down the roads. I'm on the highways up here in Pennsylvania, and driving past, Harrisburg, all the big cities, and you look left, you look right, you see nothing but a sea of houses and townhouses and condos, and you start to think, it's like, there are so many people here crammed in. If something happens, you don't want to be anywhere near that mess.
I want to be somewhere as safe as I can be. Period.
I look out my window and there's 3 within 30, 40 meters of me. There's 3
you got like
high-rise buildings of apartments.
Yeah. Yep. What are they, like 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 stories? How tall are they?
These are huge. They're huge UK standards. About 30 stories, I think.
Geez, there's probably 8 or 16 apartments on each floor. Depends on how big the footprint is.
It's huge, and that's just what I can see. Another minute up the road, you've got all the new student accommodation apartments, and they're even more because they're the same size, but they squeeze 20 people on a floor instead.
Oh, God.
And then literally down the road, the other way, 5 minutes, is the actual university campus and all them people. So literally, if it kicks off here, my plan was always bug in. Now it's bug out, and that's what I'm working towards at the moment.
Good deal. Good. Yeah, plan ahead. But I'll give you an example. Give you an example of a real hardhead on YouTube. Okay, one guy in Australia, I talk to him pretty frequently. He's a homesteader. He's got his shit together. Another guy is in England. He's an apartment dweller in a city. And we were both talking to him one day and I held up a food bucket of, just get a bucket of these dehydrated meals. That and a few gallons of water, stick it in the corner so you don't have to leave. Next thing you know, all these immigrants are destroying my town. They're breaking stuff apart. And
raccoons. They were raccoons. Raccoons.
Yeah. Sorry, but raccoons. Yeah. Seaborne raccoons were destroying the interior of the city, and he can't get to the shops. Same guy 6 months before said the shop will always be there. Well, it's still there, but there's nothing in it.
Yeah,
you can't get there.
And now it's run by raccoons, written in raccoon language.
Emergency food ration. Yeah, are those like lifeboat rations?
Yeah, this is my. You can save me. You can give me some stuff. This is my supply of them. Here you go. Have a block of food. Off you go. Don't come back.
Yeah, on your way, bud. Yeah.
That's actually
guys.
not a bad
I think
idea.
it's time to wrap things up.
Yeah, I just looked at the clock. I was like, oh crap, we're 10 after. Yeah, we actually went 4 hours. Last couple, you only did an hour or two, but there was nobody on with you, which I feel bad about.
Yeah.
I thought we were going for a record, Shadow.
Yeah.
We've got loads to talk about.
We have to wait till winter time when we're all just stuck in the house. But Shadow, what time is it there by you? It's like 11 o'clock at night now.
Midnight.
It's after midnight now.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you got to go to work. Tomorrow's Sunday.
So I think it's best to wrap things up now. So,
all right. Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for popping in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Good to see you guys again.
Yeah.
Mike, I like the idea of the lifeboat rations. I'm going to have to do that myself. I had some, but I don't have any right now, but I need to do that especially for the neighbors there. Well, you got food. Here you go. Go away.
Sorry, I know you're ending, Shadow. Before you go, I got the idea of Idaho Prepper. He prepares full boxes for like family that's going to turn up and give them a box saying that's everything you need to survive. Don't come back. I don't have that budget, so that's my version of that.
I like that. I like
that. That's smart.
Mm-hmm. Those are like usually about $5-6 a piece anyway, so it's not a whole lot.
Yeah. Right, let's let Shadow go to bed.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, you guys.
All right.
Yeah, take care, stay safe. Be part of the solution, not the problem.
Yeah.
Stay safe, and I will see you next week.
Yep.
Allow us to chat after you're done. Okay, allow us to chat afterwards. Okay.
Yeah. Go off.
No, he can shut his stuff off. We can still stay on.